Good morning, Lovelies. Monty Seelana here, your favorite scholar. It's been so long since we did coffee talk. Steam says the last time I played this was like almost 4 weeks ago. Poco, okay, I apologize. I still haven't figured out how to pronounce your name. Poco Pyun. Thank you. Hello. Thank you for coming by. Okay, I have to alt tab real quick and do some stuff. Because coffee talk is silly, and every time you alt tab, music stops. But yes, thank you everyone for coming by. So I guess like general update on me. Past few weeks have been hella stressful. And those of you closely might know that like I've been doing something, a very important business thing that was completed earlier today, and I feel very happy about. So to celebrate, we're going back to some favorites. This week will be full of fun stuff. Full of fun stuff. Some Rolex I've been excited about, and some fanfics which I've not been excited about. We'll be ending off the week with a watch along in the Discord. The Girl That Left Your Time, and I've heard truly amazing things about it. I've just not had time to sit down and watch it. So it'll be really cool to watch it alongside all of you guys. But in the meantime, let's get nice and comfy. Aleph, hello. That was weird. That didn't show up on YouTube. It only showed up in OBS. But hi, hello. Okay, I forget where we left off. So this is our second playthrough of Coffee Talk. Oh, I forgot about this. This is our second playthrough of Coffee Talk. Because if you don't get the good ending for every route, it'll go out of its way to tell you, and you in the universe go back and try to figure some stuff out. I think the only thing I was missing was the what was it? What was the in the universe term, the remedy? Maybe the remedy for Gala, because his where is it? The Galahad, yes. Gala's lycanthropy. He turned into a werewolf near the end of the first playthrough, and I didn't know how to fix that. But now we do. So I, with any luck, that actually should be going on later this stream. So I need to remember it's tea milk ginger. But we are otherwise getting right into it. I forget if it's been 3 weeks. I forget if they had voices. Good evening, sir. Hello. No, oh boy. I have some water. Hold up. This agent had a very almost too professional voice. Hello. I'm from the Federal Immigration Regulation and Enforcement Division. Or FIRE for short. How may I help you? We've heard reports of alien sightings in this area. We take the issue of illegal interstellar immigration seriously. Have you seen any creatures you would consider to be alien in nature? I don't think so. But what should I be looking for? What's the alien look like? We're not 100% sure. But according to some eyewitnesses, it's wearing a spacesuit or something similar. And in the first playthrough, this is where he means Neo. Whoops. That's a pretty eye-catching outfit. You'd think an illegal alien would try to blend in better, right? To avoid attention, you know? That is a very good point. In fact, there might be a solid possibility that we've been running around after false testimonies. They are superior creatures after all. I mean, strictly speaking, you don't know that. Thank you for the help. If you see any suspicious activities, please contact us through our website. Will do, sir. You want to drink anything before you're leaving? Very good. Take on your way. I appreciate that I clicked too quickly, but I appreciate that they had the little flash thing from Men in Black. Whew. You may need to be more careful, Neil. Huh? At least two. Good evening, Monty. Yo. Good evening, Miss Aqua, Miss Myrtle. Have you both been somewhere together? We planned to meet here. It's just a coincidence we arrived at the same time. Would you like to order anything? Do you want to order first? No, you go first. Okay. Can I have a cup of green tea with a lot of mint? Coming up. I still hate that green tea and regular tea is different. That is so annoying. The OST brings me back. I've been too long without this OST. We're not doing latte art. I can't latte art. Your drink's ready. I can't taste it. What do you mean? Mint. Shit! There's mint. I was supposed to put mint. Damn it. Okay. Oh my, pardon mistake. It's alright. Should I make a new drink for you? No, please don't. It really is alright. God. Shit. How about you, Miss Myrtle? You want to order right away? Sure. I'll have the Teteric. I don't think I knew this before either. Nope. Oh boy. Okay, I guess time to randomly hit buttons. Let's see here. Chocolate, honey, cinnamon. That is not at all something she's a programmer. She wants coffee above all else. But so in the loading screen there are hints of some of this stuff. You're gonna spot. Hey, I can't believe a lot of how you discover new drinks is by randomly guessing them. But you have to serve it in order for it to like stick in your Drinkopedia, as it were. So this is gonna bother her, but this would only be the second time, so I suppose that's something new. Here's your order, and sure enough, it should pop up here. Sweet, spicy, sweet, and natural bliss in a cup. He's gonna get pissed. Is there anything wrong? More like, is there anything right? Because it's not what I ordered out. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me fix it for you. No need. We'll make sure it doesn't happen again, okay? Will do. So, how are things in office? As usual. Tiring. But thanks to you and your team, we've made some good progress with a problem we've been stuck for a while. I'm glad I could be of help. It's not every day our research can have an impact as direct as this. Only a few weeks after publication, no less. The thing is, even with your help, we still need to do a ridiculous amount of overtime. Programmer life. To make sure a game will be available for the holiday season. Oh, I want to say please don't forget the rest, but I'm sure it won't be that easy for you and your team. As if those executives care about us. Overtime is not mandatory, they'll say. Please see your family, get some rest. But we all know that optional overtime is a passive-aggressive move. We'll stay long in the office anyway, because if you go home earlier than the others, you'll feel bad for them. You'll feel guilty. I understand that so much. It's the programming. Why did I pick this career? I hate to admit it, but yeah, it's guilt. I wish I could help you. Or at least say something to boost your morale. Sadly, I'm not the right person to give you advice about that. For guilt is something that also bothers me a lot. I forgot this conversation, wow damn. Even for things I shouldn't feel guilty about. You know what makes it worse? I know the state of the industry. It still saddens me to realize that my favorite series was born of such sacrifice. I do love that through Coffee Talk, the developers were able to hit some really scathing remarks about the state of games industry. Like that is the indie dream, yeah? Sorry I ruined the mood for everyone. Don't worry about it, Aqua. I'm not that bad off, you know. At least the company gives us decent compensation. Healthcare, bonuses, so on. And we're already used to this. So don't you worry about me, okay? Getting used to unhealthy working conditions shouldn't be a norm. Reach. Hey, cheer up. Remember, your research helped us out a lot. Thanks to you, the rest of the development is going to be much easier. How's your game doing, by the way? Actually, I have some good news about it. What is it? The game got improved to be showcased at Max West this year. That's really good news. Congrats. Thank you. So, what's the problem? I haven't confirmed my attendance to organizer. Why? Confirm it fast before they give your spot to another indie. I'm just not sure about it. What's stopping you? Cost? The booth is free for indies. That's good then. And the event's even in Seattle. You don't need to spend anything on travel or accommodation. It's a golden ticket. But I'm not that confident. You passed the selection process, right? That should be enough validation to reassure you of the game's quality. If I'm not mistaken, the judges are usually prolific people in the industry. And also senior journalists. I know. But I've told you about my game, right? It's pretty non-traditional. And thousands of people will be visiting Max. Expecting Full Metal Conflict and other bigger games. Every game has its own market, you know? And you'll be in the indie area. And people know what to expect there. Man, this makes me... I miss PAX East. I think my next shot at a convention is going to be next February. That's so far away. Gamers aren't stupid. But what if some haters visit the booth? What if they don't like my game and say bad things about it? Or about me? That's not gonna happen. It's an expo, not the internet. People are way nicer in real life. Even after all of that, I'll still be there by myself for the whole week event. That one is a problem, yeah. Meeting that many people is already scary enough. Doing it for 4 days straight. Showing my baby to the public. I just can't imagine the horror. You know what? Huh? So far my schedule's pretty empty around then. If things stay this way until Max, I'll come with you. Look how cute Aqua is. No, you don't have to do that. Even if you're free then. You shouldn't waste your time on me. Relax or something. Nah, it's no bother. I'll be going to the event anyway. Might as well come with an exhibitor badge. What about your company's booth? Don't worry about it. There are hundreds of us. I can just ask my lead to skip this year. But... I'm coming with you. Whether you like it or not. Oh, okay. Good. Now, what are you gonna show the game on? I'll have a laptop and a smartphone. Is the expo build ready? Expo build? You're not planning to showcase the full version, right? That's the plan. Don't. I can give you guidelines on what to have for the expo build. Do you have the game with you now? It's on my phone. Kai, hello. Oh no, I keep getting tossed around. I presume it because people get tossed around with your name as well. They're not quite sure which is the given. But hi, Shizero. Hello. I can send you the bill now if you want. Do so. Okay. Got it. Now, let's see. Hello, Miss Rachel. What was your voice? It was Andrew's voice. Do I remember how to do a voice? Shoot. Hi, Monty. What's wrong? Huh? Nothing. I've just been practicing all day and I'm pretty tired. Are you having a concert soon? Don't tell anyone yet. It'll be announced tomorrow. But I'm gonna perform at Coachella next week. They're still adding new performers? Yeah, you might say to those announce this later. Backups. Oh, but it's still the biggest festival in the country. Yes, and I'm excited for it. I think I should celebrate with a special drink. Something sweet. What do you want to order? A sweet hot chocolate. Okay, I won't mess this one up. I hope. Okay, probably a little bit more honey with that. Because it's kind of got to be sweet. Honey chocolate. There we are. Your sweet hot chocolate's ready. Thank you. How is it? Not bad. Not bad. It's not special, but it's enough. So I have heard that for every requested drink, there is exactly one drink that they are looking for. So even if it's something vague, like, oh, I want a sweet hot chocolate, there is some specific hot chocolate drink out there that they were hoping for. And I don't think you get penalized if you don't get it perfectly, but that does make me wonder, if I do get it perfectly, what does that perfect run look like? Please don't hesitate to call me if you need anything else. Thanks. Other than the instruction on the loading screen, try putting a time limit on how long they can play. Why? Wouldn't that break their immersion? Probably, but in case there's a good reaction to it. You might have people lining up to play your game. Don't want to make them wait too long. That makes sense. If you don't want to put a time limit on it, try it in the demo with a cliffhanger. That should get people's attention. Noted. Oh man, that just reminded me of the demo for Transistor. I feel like I've played that 2 years in a row. Which PAX was it? What PAX? 16, 2016, 2017. Man, the wait line for Transistor's demo was 2 hours, and that was very much worth it. Dad, what are you doing here? Oh, I already forgot her voice. After what you did in the studio this evening, I was worried. I couldn't find you anywhere around the studio, so I thought you'd be here. But can we not just limit ourselves to this place? There's no period here. And now you're causing another ruckus. We're sorry, Monty. We didn't mean to cause you any problems. You are sorry. I don't have anything to be sorry for. Well, anyway, I better order something. What are you having? What would you recommend? Might suggest a cup of Spanish Sahara. Oh, what is that? That's not allowed. Basically, hot chocolate with milk and ginger. Sounds delicious. I would take a Spanish Sahara. Did I do this? I did. Is a chocolate with milk and ginger. I just saw it like 3 times and I was already worried I would have forgotten it. Milk ginger coffee. See, I already how did I already mess it up? Okay, hold up. It's chocolate milk ginger. Chocolate milk ginger. Yeah. What did I do last time? Did I click coffee? I must have clicked coffee. Whoops. Your drink is ready, sir? My. This is amazing. Glad you liked it. Dad. Yes. Please, just go home after you finish your drink. Not until you leave for that good-for-nothing pervert. I need him. He's going to help me become more successful. I know Morris. He's not a good person. The industry has changed, Dad. It's not like 20 years ago. Besides, since you left, he's been growing his brand, making his name, managing a lot of stars so they become superstars. I still have my informants in the industry. He hasn't changed much. And even if he has, it wasn't for the better. You're just being paranoid. First you were afraid of how my fans would treat me. Now you're afraid of the industry too. What's next? You lock me in the house because you're afraid of the air I'm breathing? You're just too young to understand. Oh. Then make me understand. This is definitely not helping. There are better ways. Didn't you learn anything from Mom? You were together for almost 15 years. But you learned nothing. Not even how to talk to your own daughter. Rachel. I'm sorry. But I'm trying, okay? Try harder. Cause right now, you're not helping anyone. Not me, not you, no one. I know. But give me a chance. You know what? It'll take time for me to learn. But I am learning. Or, I could return to the industry. I could try to be your manager. Dad, are you out of your mind? You've been out of touch for so long. I told you. I have informants there. Curry, hello. Yes. I blame Dungeons and Dragons. I enjoy making voices. I'm not good at making voices, but here we are. I'm not that out of touch. Of course, there are some things I need to figure out. But it doesn't work that way, Dad. You know that. Going from a girl band to a solo career won't be easy. If I take things slow, I'll lose all my momentum. If you don't want me to be your manager, can you at least choose someone other than Morris? I don't think so. Mr. Lester's at the height of his career now. He's my best chance right now. I just got an achievement. 24/7, a beat to relax, study to. What is this? Listen to all of the songs. Yay. Don't be too paranoid, okay? I've made my decision. Now please, go home. Relax. And don't ever come to the studio again. I'm going back there. I need to practice for the festival. It's only a few days away, and it's a big chance to boost my presence as a solo artist. When are you going to be home? I don't know. I'll be staying at the hotel the label provided. But that's... See you, Dad. Wait, Rachel. Rip. Man, my voice acting chops. Not great. It takes me so long to swap between voices. Excuse me for a moment, Monty. I'm sorry about what just happened. You don't have to apologize. Yeah, we were busy minding our own business anyway. What? You didn't hear their argument, Myrtle? course I heard them. I just chose to ignore most of it. None of my business, is it? That's amazing. What's so amazing about that? I don't think I can do that. Dividing and focusing my attention so completely, especially when there's an argument like that. Are you saying you weren't listening to my advice and you were just focusing on them instead? Nah. No, I was listening. I made notes. Why are there tentacles? She's an Atlantean. She's from Atlantis. Meanwhile, Myrtle is a half-orc, I believe. See, you didn't realize. But you are capable of focusing your attention. Now that you mention it, it happens naturally, I guess. Being born into a big family is used to after all. Yeah, sometimes we don't even realize what we're capable of doing. By the way, you want to head back now? Yeah, it's pretty late. Yo, Monty, we're leaving. Hope you had a good time. Thank you for the drinks, as usual. Please take care of your own way home. I don't know if you heard that, but as Alco was walking away, there were actual sloshes because tentacles. I guess that's all for Dr. Hendry. They give off a menacing energy. Myrtle? Yeah, but Myrtle's tough. Oh, you're back, Mr. Hendry. Are you alright, sir? Sir? Oh. Yes. Please don't worry about me. Did you manage to catch up with Miss Rachel? No. I lost her. I'm sorry to hear that. But I'm sure she's alright. I hope you're right. By the way, pardon me for asking. Yes. Throughout your arguments with Miss Rachel, something kept bugging me. What's that? Why did you leave the music industry? Ha! Now that's a trip down memory lane. You don't have to tell me if it makes you uncomfortable. Oh no, it's fine. I left around 20 years ago. Just we were welcoming the beginning of the new millennium. It was a great time for girl bands, you know. They were huge in the 90s. And they were still enjoying the leftover sensation of the past decade. I met my wife while working. She worked for a record label. That's how we met. I decided to get married and settle down. Except, I wanted a peaceful life. You didn't find peace managing girl bands? Oh gosh, no. The politics, the dark side of the industry. None of it's good. But what hit me hardest was the fans. Toxic fans are the worst. The teenage girls especially. They were crazy about their idols. To the point where they started doing really unimaginable stuff. Like what? Spending all their money trying to copy the superstar lifestyle, abandoning their responsibilities, their families, and the men, they were even worse. They sexualized the girls in every way you could possibly imagine. Edited photos, stalking, outright sexual assault. It was before the internet, mind you. I mean, the internet existed, but it wasn't as mainstream as it is now. I wasn't even in the target of the abuse, but it haunted me. It was everywhere. Don't talk to me about peace. I couldn't sleep back then. Not getting enough sleep is dangerous for cats. What do you do for a living now? After we got married, my wife and I opened a record store. It's not big, but we have a very specific audience. We're niche, but they love us for it. It's more than enough for our little family. You said you're still in touch with your friends in the music industry. They visit my place from time to time, and we all meet up at least once a year. Usually it's at my place. Gosh, look at the time. This is a silly sprite. I love it. I should go home too. Are you gonna be alright by yourself? Don't worry about me. I'm an old cat. More stronger than most people think. See you later, Monty. And sorry for bringing our fight to your place. Don't worry about it. Oh, well, alright then. Goodbye. Oh boy. Oh, well, here's the sugar and spice. Thursday, October 1st, 2020. This guy reminds me of Grossbird from Ace Attorney for some reason. Couch. I remember this. Yeah, they go out of their way to, it's all rehashed memes, and I love it. I love it so much, man. Coachella organizers reminds parents do not allow their children to attend unsupervised. Rachel Florencia, who we had just spoke to, confirmed to perform at Coachella 2020. Gil Naiman and Maruki Harukami to collaborate for a new IP. I like it. I like it. I hope it is the whatever the Sandman equivalent would be. Sorry, we're not open yet. Oh, Neil, you've come very early today. Is there anything I can help you with? There is definitely something you can do. What is it? Can we work here? Excuse me. What? Is it possible for us to work here? Why? We have learned something precious since we first arrived here. Communication is very important on Earth. And Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. It blows our mind to learn that you need to mix verbal and non-verbal communication here. Yes, but I can see that your communication skills has improved an awful lot since you arrived. That is true, but it is not enough. Some of the biggest lessons about Earthlings we learned them here. This made us think. Instead of focusing on a breeding partner, you know, by context, he's here for some action, shall we say. We should focus on learning how to communicate with Earthlings properly. It sounds like a good strategy. This is why we asked you to allow us to work here. Because you want to interact with our customers. That is correct. I'm not sure about this. Neo, normally if you were applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through a certain process before you finally get the job. You get it at all. I know about that process quite a bit, having gone through an interview earlier today. Oh. Let me think this over if you don't mind. And I'll let you know tomorrow? Oh, no. We are sorry for our spontaneity, but it has to be today. May I know why? Because we are leaving for an event tomorrow. Okay. Good work on that interview, by the way. Thank you so much. I was sweating bullets. But I'm as much as I don't like to compliment. I don't take compliments well, and I don't like to inflate my own ego. But I do genuinely think I did amazing on that interview. I genuinely think the I think I'm getting that second interview. How did the interview go? Oh, so first off, thank you. We're gonna buy tasting, but it was great. So it was a technical interview, so the kind that you would write code in front of a person, of the phone, of course. But without going too deep into how a technical interview goes, I basically was answering their questions before they asked it. Everything just went perfectly. And I'm so happy about it because it's been quite a while since I programmed, so I was worried that I wouldn't quite have the programming chops that they were looking for. But I seem to have really impressed the guy, and I'm very optimistic for the future. Thank you for asking. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. But on one condition, you won't be making any drinks. I'll handle that. Once I'm done, you will give the cup to the customer. Understood? There are other things you need to keep in mind. What is that? Dealing with the customers. Some people just come here to chill. They might just come for a drink, work, or to read something. I strongly suggest you leave them be. But always be prepared if they want to talk about anything. How can we know whether people want to be left alone or not? That won't be easy. But you'll be able to judge based on their body language. Non-verbal signs? Yes. That will be very hard for us. Indeed. Don't worry. I'll give you a sign. When you should start talking, or when you should stop. Thank you. We will need that so much. Well, that's basically all you need to do here. Do we need a special outfit to do the job? Not really. I'll lend you an apron though, to help keep your suit clean, and to differentiate you from customers. You don't really need more differentiation, but it'll make you look more legit for a job. That is a very Earthling thing to do. It is. Alright then. Are you ready for this? We are. Okay. Let's start the night. Welcome. I missed seeing Freya. Holy wow. What the hell is happening? Good evening, Miss Freya. Hey, Monty, what's going on here? Well, Neil's working here tonight. And I thought I was the one who brought bad news. I never thought this place would be ground zero for an alien invasion. It's not that. Neil's just helping out. You never look like someone who needs help. There are a few things to clarify, Miss Freya. First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it is the other way around. Second, judging from this situation, we are actually the person who is getting help from the barista, not the other way around. What? We have learned some things since we arrived and we came to a conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, I cannot for the life of me say that with a straight face. We should learn more about Earthlings communicating. We thought this place was the best place to learn. And you just agreed to this? On one condition, I make the drinks. Neil will be only here to serve and communicate. Fair trade. What's in it for you then? What? You're helping him here. What do you get in return? Now that you mention it, if there's anything that you want from us, please do not hesitate to ask. Don't mention it. Well, maybe you can be my next story. Alright, I can write an article about your work here. Freya. I still need to write for the paper again. Oof. What happened? The chief found out. Oh. Is that why you didn't come yesterday? Yeah. How'd she find out? You remember my fateful meeting with the higher up? In the elevator? Yes. Same thing happened with my chief. They met each other in the lift. And the higher up mentioned our encounter to her. The chief called me into her office. And things went downhill from there. She realized immediately that it was a reason for my poor performance lately. She didn't like it, of course. I'm sorry to hear that. What are you gonna do now? Write the goddamn novel, I guess. And after that, hope that it sells well. If not, I don't know. We do not understand what is really happening, Miss Freya. But we feel the immense sadness and frustration that you feel. How about a warm cup of drink? It is on the house. Huh? You're allowed to do that. We will pay for the drink. No, it's okay. It's on the house. That was a nice thing to do, Neil. That was the best thing to do according to our senses. It was. So, what do you want to drink, Miss Freya? Your favorite. Our favorite? Anything. I trust you with the decision. Well, here's another shot at just like messing around, I guess. I mean, these are just shots in the dark. I haven't done anything with milk. Let's poke around and see if we can't get a name drink here. Ginger milk? No, there's gotta be more interesting stuff we can go for. Cough syrup? What? Oh, one of these cough syrup. Yeah, a cure for a sore throat. It's green tea, lemon, and honey. Which, by the way, tea and honey is like wow. Oh wow. Meanwhile, I'm gonna see if I can't unlock a few more drinks. Milk, mint, honey. No, come on. We gotta find one of these special drinks somewhere in here. Milk and lemon sounds kind of gross, actually. Like really gross. is one of the drinks out here just like as gross as possible? Lemon ginger milk. I'm gonna keep going till I run out of tries. It is a bit of a shame that this is okay, it's tea. I thought it was just straight up cough syrup. Cinnamon. Ooh, spicy milk. Please. Cinnamon, ginger milk. Come on. I'm beginning to believe that maybe milk, well, maybe milk recipes might not exist. Oh no. Okay, well, whatever. Here, cinnamon mint milk, ma'am. Especially crafted by the owner of this coffee shop. Imagine serving me nasty medicine and then charging me for it. I could just call myself a hospital. Spicy milk. Well, who else is gonna brew it? Thank you so much for this. I was wondering why your place only served hot drinks, but today I might have an idea why. What is that supposed to mean? How far along are you with the novel? I can prepare the draft in a few days, I think. Now I don't really need to care about other deadlines. I managed to infuse some coffee and creativity into my blood. That sounds doable. Even out with the caffeine infusion. Wait, hold up. Isn't what is it? Eggnog? Isn't eggnog just spicy milk? Which is honestly pretty good. Excuse me, Miss Freya. We have learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies. About all the races. Where is this going? And we do not think infusing your blood with coffee would be advisable. I'm sorry, Neil. I'm not really in the mood for this sort of conversation. Yes, she's here, WTF. It was just Neil. Freya wasn't serious about infusing herself with coffee. Spicy milk. Hey, have you tried it? Don't knock until you've tried it. Not that okay, you know what? I have a good excuse for not trying spicy milk. I'm lactose intolerant. You guys can try it for me. Oh. We are glad to hear that then. That was a figure of speech, Neil. We have heard about that term. It is still very hard to understand your language. It will always be hard. Languages will keep on changing. You don't like cinnamon? Cinnamon's okay for me. Actually, now that I think about it, I actually really like cinnamon. But I think that's fair. It can be very overpowering. Understood? At least we are now here to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. And I'm lactose intolerant as well. Hey, lactose intolerant gang! Miss Freya, if we may ask away. How fast do you write? Not fast enough, apparently. But do you have numbers? Numbers? How many words do you produce per day? I don't think I have the exact number. But full time, I should be able to write between 3,000 and 5,000 words per day. Man, this makes me regret having not written much in April. It's spicy wood. That's true. It is spicy wood. That's a lot. That's wrong. After that, I still need to edit it. Have you ever bit into a cinnamon stick? Cause as a kid, I always thought cinnamon was like, I don't know. I thought the sticks were like powder that was like kept together in the shape of that. No, it's just literally a tube of wood, and you bite down and you break your teeth. Not that I learned the hard way or anything. Haha. Usually I end up with about half what I originally wrote. According to our research, the standard number of words for the thing you need to write is between 50 and 100,000. Yeah, that's right. But for this draft, I don't need to write that much. That is a pleasant information to hear. How many words do you need to write? Let's see. I think it should be around 15,000 words. That's pretty big for a pitch draft. Well, it's ground media. Biggest publisher around. If we count based on the number of words, it seems like you will be able to achieve your target easily. I wish. Minding the biter of wood. Hey, sometimes you just gotta check. Sometimes you just gotta test with some wood in your mouth. You bite down. Biting the cinnamon stick is this is a favorite cinnamon challenge I've heard of. Listen, when did I do that? Because I was gonna say I was not a smart kid, but I did that when I was 14, so I have less of an excuse. Writing isn't only about the number of words, Neo. It requires things outside the mere word count. If only we judged writers by their ability to write a large number of words. If so, I would be rich. Then we wouldn't have poetry or short stories. Also that is pretty hard to understand, but we learned beforehand that art is a difficult matter. Even for Earthlings. Yep. Earthlings seem to have a fascination for things which are hard to understand, from languages to arts. Yeah. Right again. But you're not that wrong about writing, you know. Word count is one of the few things that you can objectively judge a story by. It's not the most important thing, but it's still up there. So it is still a valid parameter? Definitely. Cool. That didn't sound at all like you, Neo. Yes, you really are learning something on Earth. Oh, another guest? Ah! Good evening, Miss Murdo. I've only known Neo for 5 minutes, but I would die for them. I love them so much. Every so often, I don't believe we'll see it again, but one of his sprites is the little nervously tapping his fingers together. Ah, he's so cute. I won't even ask, except for one thing: who's making the drinks? I'm still the one responsible for that. Good. Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please. Coming right up. If only a little bit of ginger, what should the primary be? Let's go for milk. Coffee, milk, ginger. A milk ginger coffee. Sure. Oh, that's right. I can't dump anything anyway. Your order is ready. Did you record my? What do you mean? We relayed the order properly. We swear we did not mess the order up. I'm sorry, Miss Murdo. It was my mistake. What do you mean? Was it coffee with a little bit of ginger? Coffee with ginger. Coffee with a bit of ginger. I did that. I did the thing. Coffee. Maybe it is coffee ginger. Well, shoot. Please don't blame me for this. Huh. Whatever. What brings you here today, Miss Murdo? Neil, some people come to coffee shop just to sit down without being served. Oh, that definitely seems to be Miss Murdo's visits here. Actually, I'm not here to just sit without being disturbed. Huh? Pardon us. I was just training you in how to talk with the customers here. I can see that. You're still trying to get laid? Oh. No, we are not. We are tasked with learning how Earthlings communicate with each other. Yeah, that's a step in the right direction. One suggestion: if you want to blend in with us, stop using such formal language. Start talking the way we talk. Start listening the way we listen, which essentially is not really listening at all. That would be very difficult to achieve, but we will try step by step. One small step for you might be one giant leap for your kind. That was nicely said, Miss Freya. By the way, Miss Murdo, now that we know you are not here for your usual activities, are you here for someone then? Yeah. Oh, is it Aqua? Uh-huh. What's the occasion? No special occasion. It's just... Yes, but they're friends. I'm sorry. I'm late. I was supposed to leave early, but... What is this? What is happening here? I already told the priest to cut cups when he said he was going to breed here. Where is Monty? Miss Aqua, please relax. I'm here. Oh, you're safe. Yes, everything is fine. Okay. Please let me take a breath. Here, please drink this water. I love aqua so much. Feeling better now? Yes. I'm sorry. It is alright, Miss Aqua. Everyone has been surprised to see me here. What are you doing here anyway? We are starting to think we might need to make a recording for an answer to this question. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. No problem, Miss Aqua. It is time for our break anyway. So, here's the deal. That's really interesting. Very nice of you to do this, Monty. It's nothing really. But do you really think one day is enough to learn everything? Definitely not. But we do not want to disturb this place's business for any longer. As if this place cares about business. Besides, we want to travel around the planet more. This coffee shop is a good start. But we cannot limit ourselves to just this place. Where do you want to go after this? Coachella. What? What are you going to do at Coachella? According to our research, there are many breedings. There are many breedings happening during Coachella. That is why we decided that the event would be our next target. Oh, you're not wrong. But didn't you say the baby has to be born out of love? Yes, we noticed that. But we also noticed that we need to know a lot more about Earthlings, including the breeding manners. I love how this whole time Chizuru is just like, what the fuck am I watching? I reiterate what Curry said. I've only known Neil for 5 minutes, but I would die for them. Neil is the best character. That is what we will study in Coachella. After that, we will be very ready to breed with so many female Earthlings. I want someone to put that as their graduation quote. I shouldn't say this, but hell, that sounds like the best plan you've had since you got here. oh, you're working on your outfit. I'm so excited for your outfit, man. The little that you showed us, like it looks amazing. Wow, watching you on my second screen. Hey, now we gotta get you a third screen. And then a fourth. How have you lived with only one screen? I think I've had at least 2 screens for what, few years now? 4 years? I can't go back. No way I could go back. No, what do you mean no? More screens. Screens for the screen throne. Well, you know. Why? What do you mean? Why? Imagine having Discord on the third screen. Okay, so while I'm streaming, I have on my main screen I have the game that I'm streaming. On my left screen is YouTube, and on my right screen is OBS, and on my fourth upper screen is Discord. Admittedly, the fourth screen probably not as important. Monty with 4 screens more. We also surprised ourselves. Do you not remember? Oh yeah, you do have a tiny. Wait, have you looked into like the desk mounts? A single desk mount is somewhere around like 25 or 40 bucks, and they are life changers. Also, get a bigger table. But please, Miss Freya, let us stop talking about our plan. We work here today. First, let us return to our spot behind the bar. So our discussion with Miss Myrtle was stopped abruptly. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What are you two doing together? I have no need for now. No, there's always a need for bigger tables and monitors. More. It means I would have to. Oh, just true. Yeah, I don't know if I would sacrifice shelf space. I have it a little better in that I just have so much room around here, but like to sacrifice shelves means sacrificing. Is my shelf over the arm? Oh, a bit cramped. But yeah, I would still get mounts at least, because mounts are amazing. God, monitor mounts because will change you almost as much as getting a second monitor. Is there you just get so much desk space. It's nothing. We're just friends, you know. It's just friends. Absolutely just friends. There is no sapphic energy in here whatsoever. We just want to hang out and talk about our work. We both work in the same field, remember? Yes, that's it. I don't have that much experience in game development, you see. I thought your research was in computer graphics. This is how you know this is a programmer's phone, by the way. It will bleep red when everything is gone to hell. Yes, but I've never made a game from scratch before. I was a bystander, so I've been asking Murder for feedback from time to time. Today I wanted to thank her directly, but she arrived first, so I couldn't buy her a drink. Never mind that. I'd refuse it anyway. But wait, you want to thank her directly? Doesn't mean you're done with the game. Yeah, excuse me, Miss Freya. It should be your, not your. Oh, so you are correcting my grammar now, huh? It's a slip of the tongue, okay? I'm sorry. How did you even pick up on that anyway? Not like what I'm saying was written down anywhere. No, of course not. You're obsessed with monitors. Monitors are the windows to a VTuber soul. Someone clip that. We just know. Back to you, Aqua. So, you're done with your game? There's quite a lot of things I need to polish and fix, but players can enjoy an experience from start to finish. What kind of feedback do you give people for a video game? That depends on the game. But in Aqua's case, most of my advice was about the pacing, control, and UI UX. Oof. Library fairy. I am a virtual library fairy. Thank you very much. All of my books are virtual, and I need monitors to look at them. You should be hoarding books, not... Okay. Oh, wait, did I show you my hoard of books? Because I have a great many hardcover books. It is bad. Wait, can you make YouTube clips? I unfortunately, I don't believe you can. There are some people that are, there must be something that speeds up the clipping process. You look at the speed subbers of, like, Hololive, Niji Sanji, Bishojo, they've got clips going fast, or even like Lucas Mavia, like she has her own clippers, which is astounding. But like, I don't know myself how to clip, and I suspect as a VTuber myself, I probably shouldn't. My content probably shouldn't be clipping other people, but it shouldn't be too hard now that I think about it. It must be fun to have finished work on your creation. It surely removes some of the weight on my chest. Just to replace it with another weight. You mean there's still more to come after you're done? I'm not done with my book. I just lost my job, and if I can't finish this draft on time, I'm done. And even after all that, if it doesn't sell well, I'm even more done. Doubly done. I'm sorry to hear that, Freya, but please be more confident. I'm even starting to doubt myself. I read some of your short stories, after our first meeting. Wait, you know what? YouTube is indeed testing a clipping function. I believe they were just testing it on a few channels to start with, and I don't know when they're gonna start. But they are indeed, looking into it, because clips are that drives up ad revenue, that makes people want to watch some of YouTube's biggest earners. And honestly, there's a lot that Twitch has that YouTube should really get onto. After our first meeting, I subscribed to the Evening Whispers app, and then I read some of the stuff you wrote. They're really good, YouTube needs to catch up to Twitch. Honestly, yeah. It is my firm belief that if you want to be a streamer, you should be on Twitch, and then put your VODs on YouTube. Because YouTube has exactly two benefits over Twitch. And while they're big, you can kind of get around them. One being, your VODs stick around forever, which is pretty awesome. And for someone like me, who's a good amount of my content is pre-recorded stuff and not necessarily streams, yeah, that is on YouTube. But the more important thing, YouTube being connected to the world's best search algorithm, like, oh man, yeah, you get a lot of people that are just interested in the game and just show up, and they might not have ever heard about you, and they might not have ever heard about VTubers. I'm gonna bring this back to Mavia because I am still bloody astounded at how quickly she grew. But in the past week, Mavia grew from like 500 subscribers to 2,500 subscribers. And a good amount of that was she was playing Pokemon and Animal Crossing. And then YouTube was like, hey, you like Pokemon and or Animal Crossing? Maybe you should check out Mavia. And she got tons of people. Tons of people. And that is something that, you know, a lot of streamers can leverage if they do it right. So that's a tough decision. Some people stream them both. Should I just upload my whole streams, even the audio scuff, instead of editing them down? I think that one is harder. I think if you can go through and edit the audio, that is better, because what people end up remembering of you, or rather the record of your streams that you're keeping should be high quality. And you know, if the source material isn't amazing, that is fine. You know, people will get better. But any effort you can do to make the quality even better is, you know, someone will appreciate that. That being said, one, that's a lot of work. That is a ton of work, especially if you're, let's say you stream 3 times a week. Editing the audio to clean that down, that has got to at least add another 5-6 hours to your week on a hobby. That's tough. And then obviously if you can fix the audio for the stream, that would be better, because then you don't have to do any editing afterwards, and then whatever audio you have in the stream live is gonna be better. But yeah, and audio quality is really important. Man, I can't. Audio quality is important, and I have been for weeks. I've been planning a tutorial on different things you can do to clean up your audio quality, and I just need to bloody hurry the hell up and sit down and actually write in that script and record, and I have been procrastinating real bad. I've got 4 streams downloading and sitting on my hard drive. Yeah, oh yeah. Get some external hard drive or something, and just, so what I do is I keep the past month of streams in case I want to edit stuff. And I know a good many other streamers will do similar things. You can also you could trim the fat. I know Coefficient does that with the Hololive stuff. Rubber Ninja with all of his stuff. He'll have an actual editor go through and let for a 2-hour long stream. That'll be edited down to like 30 minutes of good content. And if you get good at that, like, that is an amazing way of getting more people to watch your content. Some of them are better than others, but it's still an enjoyable experience to read them. So I'm excited to check out your book once it's done. You're too kind, Aqua. What are you going through? What you're going through? More or less the same what Murder's going through. So I'm sure you'll both be fine. You don't have to talk about it in front of other people. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that sharing is caring, you know? Okay. Thank you for helping me share with other people. I really am sorry. I know, I said thanks already, right? But you put so much emphasis on share. That's sarcasm, I know that. Ugh, Aqua. I'm sorry if it sounded that way. But yeah, I kinda get what you're dealing with. It was a bit different for me. What's your problem? My original plan was to turn the highlights easier to digest, and that's good. Especially if you're doing clips, because fact of the matter, if you want someone to look at your content, you can't hand them, hey, watch me play this game for 5 hours. They're not gonna do that. But look at this funny clip for 5 minutes. Yeah, no, they'll probably do that, and then they'll be more likely to share that. There's lots of little things you can do to push the algorithm and marketing in favor. I gave up on editing my streams. Yeah, same. One, I hated the sound of my voice. 2, it's hard. God, it's so hard. Making highlights. Fun fact. What was it? So in her most recent Q&A, Kiara, Takanashi Kiara of Hololive, had mentioned that She didn't think she'd be so much of a streamer when she joined Hololive. She heard that there was a minimum of 3 streams a week, and even if they weren't streams, you just had to make content 3 times a week. So Kiara's first thought was to make pre-recorded and edited gameplay footage that she would do 3 times a week. But turns out to capture like an hour of gameplay and edit that takes way more time than just playing the game streamed live for 5 hours. So she ended up giving up. And a lot of chat at the time was very much like, oh, you know, like they didn't realize that editing takes so much time. Anyone that can do it really well, I have a lot of respect for. Burnout. Yes, and there there we go. I've been working on something for 2 years straight, but no one outside the office knows about it, and those who do don't seem to appreciate it at all. I thought Full Metal Conflict had a new game, Full Metal Conflict had a new game every 2 years. Yeah, I don't really work on them, not directly. So what do you work on? No secret project. I'll tell you under friendly A, okay? I love that line. If I can get my audio quality to be consistently acceptable, then I'll start uploading the whole VODs. So from what I remember, you have an issue with your brother is in the same room, right? That, to be fair, is that's very difficult. I mean, a few things you can do. Look at OBS filters. Get a pop filter. If you can spend the money, go for a directional mic. So that it's more likely to just get your voice and no other voices. That would go a long way. Problem is, past a certain point, if you want better and better audio quality, you gotta spend money, and that much kind of sucks. Again, this is why I should hurry up and make that tutorial on how to increase your audio quality. Because I do want to point people at I want to be able to point people at resources of, okay, well, here's the steps you can do before you need to spend money, and if you do need to spend money, here's how you do it as little as possible. Because, you know, no one wants to be told, oh, I can only be a good streamer if you spend like $100. No one wants to hear that, and no one wants to believe that. Alright, I'm not with the paper anymore anyway. I'm part of a special team. We're tasked with making a breakthrough in the studio. We need to be able to make a prototype for a new IP. Or, worst case, get another FMC game in a different genre. Isn't that a dream jump for some people? That's what I thought. At first. You're a writer, right? Imagine being a writer, but you can't publish anything you write. For years. That doesn't sound like a pleasant situation at all. My team has been making pitches, dozens of them, hundreds, thousands. Out of all those countless pitches, only a handful got approved for prototyping. And so far, none of the prototypes have been approved. Ouch. There's only 7 of us on the team. The 7 samurai. That's what they said. So you haven't released anything for the past 2 years? Sometimes the team works to support others. When they're going through a crunch cycle, they need to hit an almost impossible target. We jump in. No wonder you folks consider the 7 samurai. You might have to get them out of the room if you have to. Yeah, I know a good many. A lot of streamers will, they'll coordinate with whoever else is in the room. I know Aria Eternity, also a part of Seiso Industries. Please follow her. She lives with her boyfriend, and so she can really only stream when her boyfriend is not in the house. Which means she streams in the afternoon and only on specific days. Which is obviously not amazing, but you gotta do what you gotta do, yeah? And you might not always get to stream as much as you want to. I know if I get this stream job, that's a phone time job, and that means I'm back to streaming at 9 p.m. EDT all the time. Because try to mess around with the audio, there are times where it's quiet and not quiet, it gets all crazy. Filters use Streamlabs block out its oh wow. If you can block out the noise in Streamlabs, like you're already a good amount of the way there. Now I see the more, it's like it's too loud. This just seems to be my mic picking up breathing. Yeah, pop filter and a noise gate. I have been tinkering with my filters for 4 months. And I think I'm finally at a point where I can the audio quality is good, but it also won't pick up like my breathing or coughing or like weird mouth sounds. Breathing and mouth sounds are the bane of streamers, I tell you. And also, yes, pop filter. I guess, yeah. By the way, Myrtle, I just realized, what? Usually developers get their vacation time after finish a project, right? More or less, yeah. I wish that was the case for me. Haha. When was the last time you had a vacation? Before I joined this company, I guess. That's like 4 years ago. Uh-huh. Dude, no wonder you're so burned out. Okay, hold up. That industry standard is 3 weeks of vacation a year. And sometimes you can carry that over. So Myrtle is sitting on 3 months of consecutive vacation. Holy fucking shit. Dude, like, do you just take a sabbatical? And she's like, hey, I'm just gonna go chill in Greece now. See ya. Dude, no wonder you're so burnt out. Oh, yes, the aqua getting pumped. You love to see it. Yes, that's why. You need a vacation. But I can't just take one. You can. In fact, you will do it tomorrow. But tomorrow is... I'm not done yet. You will take tomorrow, the day after, and another day after off. Where should I go? Don't worry, I'll take care of that. You will? I'm going with you for this long weekend / vacation. What about Max West? That's not this weekend. Forget about it for now. Hey, okay. But I can't do it tomorrow. How about starting Friday? It's still a long weekend getaway, right? Alright. Oh, I'm so excited. Right now, I don't have a pop filter, but I think my older brother has one. Right now, I have a USB headset. There are cheap mounted microphones that I can recommend. I use a USB headset for a little bit, but right now I have an actual I forget what kind of semi-parabolic microphone that I have, the Razer Siren X, and it's on a boom arm that was like $30 or something. Unfortunately, it is a bit of a expensive setup, and for a lot of people, that's I mean, the moment you get into like triple digits, it's like that's not a thing I can do. Got my $50. That's pretty good. I don't know what the exchange rate is, but that's still probably pretty good. Oh, I'm so excited. Wow, Aqua. You look like a different person. Really? I'm sorry. Don't be. Okay, it's settled then. I need to go home now. And prepare for our getaway. I love pumped Aqua so much. I'll come with you. To my apartment? No, we'll walk to the bus stop, just like last time. Absolutely no sapphic energy whatsoever. Okay then. Everyone, see you next week, okay? Have fun. Take care out there. I forgot Neil was here. May you find joy during your vacation. She is cute. Okay, see you folks later. Is the expo that weekend though? I believe the expo is next weekend. They didn't give a specific date. Other than that Max West was not that weekend. But what is that weekend is Coachella. Vacation, huh? You definitely need one, Freya. Yeah, I know, but not now. I've gotta go finish this draft first. As we have said before, you can do it, Miss Freya. Thanks, Neil. Anyway, are you gonna close anytime soon? Depends. Why? I'm in the mood for some writing. And please take your time. You sure? You want another drink to be going on with? Still in the house? I definitely won't say no. I'm willing to drop $100 on new mic. Audio is the one thing in my setup that bothers me because I don't want to turn people away because then he can hear the mic peaking. Oh shoot, I keep forgetting. I can't alt tab in Coffee Talk or I will look up. So I have the Razer Siren X, but there's also the Razer Siren Mini, and the Mini is $60, I believe. I got it off Amazon. So far it's been doing really well, like really good. Figuring a place to mount it is going to be an issue. But I do think if you're looking for a mid-range microphone that's a little on the expensive side but not anything crazy, the Razer Siren X / Razer Siren Mini, really good. The Evening Whispers is with the people for stricter gun laws. New, healthier Fury sedative might be available sooner, and the action video game Rising Hell blamed for violence in school. That's how you know this is based in reality. Welcome. Hey, Bailey's. Good evening, Mr. Bailey's. I don't believe Bailey had a voice. Bailey's just had my voice. Even? Am I the first customer tonight? You are? That's new. And he just looks around. Freya's not here. She says she's coming later tonight. Got something to do with meeting some fellow writer friends. Why not do it here? So what are you hearing your computer sound from? Do you? So I have a headset as well. Specifically the what is it? What's it called? The Arctis Wireless Pro. I think Arctis. Now that being said, my headphone is $300, and I do not recommend it for everyone. Just regular headphones should be fine, and then you have a microphone separately. And then messing around in your audio settings, you can set. For example, my headset has a microphone. I'm just choosing to not use it. Yeah, and if you use a speaker, you tend to get an echo. So don't do that. My friends have visited this place from time to time. Oh, you know what? That's a. I should write this down. Okay. This is going to be a little bit of alt tabbing here. Sorry about that, but I should indeed write this down as I'm scripting my thing. Like base minimum. What's it called? Base minimum hardware. Audio hardware. How to set up, and then yeah, base minimum. And then we'll have that as notes for when I eventually write that script. Writer scattering, huh? Jeffrey, hello. $300 microphone. Jeez, Monty got tripped. Hey man, programmers make tons of money. It's great. And even then, I saved up a ton for it. And I love them. I think I got these 3 years ago. 3 years ago, and they're going pretty good. Real good. Arctis Wireless Pro, and if you can, they're amazing. And if you can't, I totally get it. There are better ones. For a while, I should. By the way, not sponsored by Logitech, but if Logitech, you did want to sponsor me, my email is in the description for business inquiries. Where is it? Logitech. No, is this one? Yes. Okay. So the what underlight? It's this one. Let's get this. Wait, how much did I buy this for? What, 30? Yeah. 3D printing cash. So if the headset I had before this was the Logitech I already forget what it's called. That it's the Logitech that. And it's only like $30, $35. and they're incredibly good for the price. I think I skipped some stuff. Writers gathering, huh? I wonder what writers talk about when they're hanging out. I've known them for some years now. She has this habit, you know? If she says they're friends, it means they're just hanging out normally. But if she said they were writer friends, Monty tech tip. Yes, donate all of your RAM to me. I will break it. I will drop it. In order to stay on brand. They're probably talking about work. Either giving each other feedback on the latest drafts, or sharing and validating ideas. Interesting. They even use code words for meeting up. Oh, it's not like that. She don't even realize that's what she does. She doesn't even realize that's what she says. I just picked up on it. Yeah. That's even more interesting. Are you always so observant? It's part of the job. Why is that? People come here every day. Some of them aren't as talkative as others, but their body language can be loud and clear. It can tell you a lot of things, whether they need a friendly ear or just want to be alone. It applies to what they're ordering as well, because you know, sometimes what people want is not what they need. That's even what I would have thought. So, what are you reading from me now? I won't say. Why? That would break the charm. The hell was that? I guess I can say this much. Whatever I say or do to our customers, it's always related to what I'm getting from their body language. Including our interaction now. Man, now I can see why you didn't want to share. Even that was enough to make me feel like we're naked in front of you. By the way, I haven't ordered anything. What are you having tonight? Hot chocolate with ginger and cinnamon. I heard that's a good drink for a bitter heart. Hot chocolate with ginger and cinnamon. Man. Shadows there to help you try to hide. Question mark, man. Gonna need to get a USB extender because unfortunately I can't use the ones on front of my computer for reasons. Yeah, I know that. One of my older computers, I had 3 USB ports in the front and they were all broken. Yeah. But yeah, we gotta do what makes it work, yeah. And I don't believe USB extenders are terribly expensive. Here you go. You're a pretty romantic person, huh? Spending extra time decorating this drink. I did no such thing. Only for special people and special drinks. Say, Monty, tell me about yourself. What do you want to know? Anything. How old are you? Old enough to open a coffee shop? Aw, man. I guess just to say sorry for asking that. It's alright. But that's the only answer I can give. Now you're making me wonder what I should ask next. Hello, everyone. No, I can do better. Hold on. I must water. I must hydrate. Hello, everyone. Why are you both looking at? Nope, not. It's not deep. It's not a man's voice. Why are you both looking at me like that? Freya, you look horrible. No, I don't. Yeah, you do. No, I don't. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to echo our dear barista. Yeah, you do. Is she okay? I suspect not. What happened? You'd better be asking what didn't happen. Cause the answer would be proper sleep and decent progress on my draft. You need a rest and miss my deadline? Hell no. Sorry, Baileys. I won't be able to keep you company. Because I have to finish this thing, and for that, I'll need a whole hell of a lot of espresso. Are you sure about that? You really should just rest. Get something to help you sleep. Espresso. Please. Okay, so what I did last time was not at all that. You were instead getting the Midnight Summer's Rain, which I found to be fitting because one, it has the word dream and at night, and two, it's Midsummer's Night's Dream. Why was that so difficult? Midsummer Night's Dream is easily considered like the root of all fairy lore, at least outside of like Gaelic folklore. So I thought it would be very, very fitting. Sounds like Roz from Monster Inc. That is exactly what I was going for. Thank you for picking up on that. My computer was basically my brother's before it was ruined. But ruined by a brownout and paid tech to fix it, and then having to replace most of the parts for it. Yeah, that'll do it. What the hell, dude? This isn't even coffee. Drink. But this isn't what? Drink. Okay. It's on the house. It better be. How was the meeting? It was pretty good. I got a lot of advice. But that also means things, and not a small number of them, mind you, need to be rewritten. Oh. It's not that bad. Rewriting's part of the process. It's just I'm gonna go to my usual corner. Although thanks to your drink, I'm not sure whether I'll be able to stay awake or not. So, like an old new computer. Hey, it's old new is still a type of new. She does. But don't worry about her. She'll finish it. This isn't the first time she's acted like this. No. But this time the stakes are pretty high. So, what brings you here today? I'm not even sure myself. I had no plan tonight, and this place just came to mind. Out of the blue. I have to thank your subconscious then. I guess you should. Mavi, hello. Oh, Mavi, you came at quite the spicy time. Con hopping, Mavi. Listening to the background, I hope you're drinking some water. I am indeed drinking water. I will, every so often you may hear me stop entirely. I am indeed sipping water. I had been looking forward to this, and indeed, Marvin, you came at quite the time. For context, Bailey's and Lua were dating. Emphasis on were. Not sure whether I should thank her or not, though. Hi, Lua. Shoot, do I? Okay, it's Lua had the same voice as Rachel, which is just Andrew's voice. Hi, Bailey's. How? You first. No, you first. Oof. Look at the tension. They're even looking at each other as a need of escape. Happy to see you here. I was just going to ask, how are you doing? I'm fine, thanks. How about you? I'm good, yeah. I think I need to order something first. Oh, of course. Go ahead. Hi, Monty. What are you having this evening, Miss Lua? Gingerbread coffee, please. I don't know how to make that. Okay, coffee, ginger, and cinnamon. I can't believe I got it on the first try. Oh wow, I'm incredibly proud of myself. Here it is. Thank you. Oh, that was more of a. My grandma used to make this drink for me. There we go. Gingerbread coffee, sweetened with brown sugar to satisfy the cookie monster. Coffee, ginger, and cinnamon. That sounds it sounds amazing. I'm not a big fan of ginger normally, but or coffee, but I would definitely try this. It reminds me so much of her. It reminds me when I was growing up with my family. How's work? It's going pretty okay. You? I'm not taking on any new jobs in that. Okay, I gotta try that again. I'm not taking any new jobs on at the moment because, well, you know. Yeah, I get it. You have enough in your savings, right? That's a very Lua thing to ask. But yeah, I do. Thanks for that last annoying job. It went well in the end. It kinda did. They paid me on time at least. And the pay was amazing. How long are you planning to take a break for? I don't know. Until my problems are settled, I guess. And what problems are those? I'll tell you this. But don't tell anyone, okay? Not even Monty, who's standing in front of us. Not even Monty. Okay. So there's this girl. I love her. We've been going out for a few years, but I'm not really sure where we stand now. How can you not be sure? We had an argument about a week ago. It wasn't anything new, but somehow things escalated uncontrollably. Why is that? I assume both of us were just tired, knowing that we're fighting against centuries of tradition. Context, Bailey's is an elf. Elves are racist. Lua is a succubus. People are racist against succubuses. It is a tale as old as time. We haven't really talked since our last fight. Leaving things unresolved is not a good idea. Yes, Chizuru, that is a mood. But I can't bring myself to start the conversation. Why? I'm not even sure about that. Pride, maybe? Or tiredness? Or knowing that chances are we won't be able to find the best solution for everyone anyway. Bailey's. He's talking about themselves? Oh, you know it. I have a question. Go ahead. What do you think she's feeling right now? To be honest, I don't know. She's not like me, that's for sure. Thankfully. Why? At least it won't affect her professional life that much. Quite the opposite in the VTuber community, I would say. Hey, yeah, very, very true. I'm glad I'm a freelancer. It means I can just take a break from work without so many problems. I'm not as professional as her, you see. I think you're wrong. Really? If I were her, I would find it difficult to live life as usual. Chizuru, I love that you're loving this. Oh, this is great. Okay, so as this is indeed my second playthrough because I'm trying to go for like the complete route. So my own reaction to this are not. They're a little muted since this is my second time seeing all this. So that I get to live that I get to live vicariously through you. This is great. I should mention for anyone that likes any bit of this, buy Coffee Talk. It's such an amazing game. It is an amazing game. I'm in love with every single one of these characters. This is a good game. I have paused on my outfit. Yes. But I'd put on a lot of masks just to hide the feelings I was going through. That sounds difficult and uncomfortable. Keep going. It is. But a friend told me once, you gotta do what you gotta do. He must be a pretty cool guy. He is. What's next for us, Baileys? I don't know, Lua. I met some new people this week, including that supermodel. You knew? That girl in the corner told me. I can't help but break into a smile every time Chizuru freaks out. This is great. You're just talking too damn it, talking out. Yes. Everything can be solved with communication. Oh man, how long are you sticking around here, Chizuru? I kind of want it. So I could speed run, or quote unquote speed run to the end, but like it's the ending of this is so good. Mafia's fault. This is great. It's man, it's just so it hits the heart, man. Yeah, including that supermodel. And how does that make you feel? Like a fool. What? He said a lot of things that I've been trying to avoid thinking about. A lot of truths. He's a bit like you, Attitude-wise, you'd get along with him. Doubt it. Opposites attract, but similarity breeds contempt. I've heard that before. A lot. From a certain hipster elf. Ah, it's so cute. And after listening to that guy, what's your stance on, you know, us? I'm not sure, Baileys. What about you yourself? Had any similar experiences this week? I have, in fact. You met a vampire, and I met a werewolf. Ah, apologies. Most people tend to go with similar people to them. Hey, that Bailey's is this old. Ah, my light. I'm very very sorry about this. Most people tend to go with people similar to them. Bailey's is not at all mature. What are the odds? YouTube is torturing me with laggy. What are the odds indeed? What did your werewolf say? Not much, to be honest. But he made a good point on the importance of family. Bailey's. I know I've been stubborn about you wanting me to make peace with my family. And I know why that's very important for you. But Freya said something that kind of hit me hard. What was it? I was just using you as an excuse to escape my family. When I actually want to do that anyway. For myself. You know me, Baileys. I do. You know how I feel uncomfortable with people leaving their families. Which makes me an asshole, I guess. I get why you think that way, Lua. Blood is thicker than water. What should we do? Lua. Yes, Baileys. Please let me leave my family. I'll try to get your family to accept me. Fuck, oh, I'm tearing up. It sounds like the easier thing to do after all. But you'll lose your immortality. Yes, also extra context. In this universe, elves are immortal as long as they maintain that familial bond. It is the family that is immortal, not any individual elf. But Bailey has also mentioned that most elves are racist, hoity pieces of shit, and he doesn't want to be associated with that anymore. But, like, to pass up on immortality? Ooh. Ooh. You'll be an outcast among other elves. An outcast from a bunch of overly pretentious people? Sounds great. You'll live a long time, but you won't have the perfect health and perfect life. That's an elven privilege. But it's not a perfect life without you. Oh, do you see that? The smile? Oh, the smile. Oh my god, dude. Oh, my heart. What if our relationship doesn't last? You have lost everything. You blame me. Lua, I will never blame you for anything. If we're talking about who I used to be, that guy would never have blamed himself. 100 reasons for why something failed, but never had anything to do with him. But that won't happen with us. You know why? Because I've learned so many things by being with you for 10 years. It made me a better person. I can't keep a straight face seeing chat go, oh, you're so adorable. So you don't need to worry about any of that. Because right now, you're the most important part of my life. I don't need an immortal life. Because without you, it won't be a life worth living. Baileys, I believe in you. Ah! 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 It happened. Oh my god. I'm tearing up. God, a faint. Ah! Lua. Baileys. I feel like we're living in a soap opera. It seems so. So, what's our plan? She's so rude. Tomorrow's Saturday. Are we going on a date? I'm going to my parents' place. Oh. And I want you to come with me. What? That's so sudden. Did you already have plans for tomorrow? Well, no. It's just... I'm not prepared to meet them. Swag, what the hell did I miss? You missed a whole ton. You'll be fine. You don't want to tell them about this first? It'll be alright. Well, they never forbade you from dating other races. They're not big fans of elves, that much is true. This is why I don't want to stream while playing Otome games. I just tend to squeal. Oh, dude, I need to witness this. Are you kidding? I will pay for you being in Otome. Oh no, YouTube's being a jerk. Very sorry about that. I don't believe it's anything on my end, but YouTube does like to bully people constantly. It is unfortunate. But you can prove them wrong. Okay, this could be a good first step. It is. It's set then. I don't know what'll happen tomorrow, but we can think about it. And anything else later. I'm with you on that. So, does that mean you don't mind me? I had my doubts, but now I'm sure. I can trust you. Lua, thank you. Are you still staying at Farron's house? Yeah. You're staying with me tonight. Huh? But what about your roommate? She's away for the weekend. Taking a long weekend getaway until Sunday night. Fate is on our side, it seems. Hey, Monty. Yes? We're leaving. Thank you so much for keeping up with us this past week. The pleasure was mine. We're off then. See you. Thank you for coming. Be still, my beating heart. Freya, I'm glad you're back. That was pretty intense. Oh, you're back in the real world. I just pretend not to notice. They're like one of the main reasons I'm writing this story. So I have to see their struggle through to the end. It's important for the writing, you know. That's code. I'm sorry. No. Are you kidding me? This family is great. The pure squee and emotion. I live for this. What? It's not like that. It's just that. Yeah, that was code. I'm sorry. You look better than before, though. Yeah, for now. I can't tell you how I feel until it's done. And I don't. Huh? Oh, light above is happening now. Wait, okay, fuck. Also, more context. We've seen Gala before. You might not have seen Gala in a stream. As a werewolf, werewolves do werewolf things. Fuck. So, can I open it now? Oh yes, I can open it now. Okay, Team Milk Ginger. Team Milk Ginger. Freya, get over here. This wolf? Is that him? I think so. Welcome, sir. What up? I had to back up so I could keep an eye on the mic, so I wouldn't peek it. Are you crazy? You can't treat a werewolf in the theory like a normal customer. Trust me, he must have his reasons for coming here. I'm not roaring again. You can relax, sir. Do you need anything? Something to calm you down, maybe. Okay, so the first time I played this, Team Milk Ginger. The first time I played this, I found out a terrifying game mechanic. If you look at your phone, he will roar and you will be so terrified. You have to memorize it. It is indeed Team Milk Ginger. But the first time around, I didn't memorize it and you weren't allowed to look it up. So, this is the part of my first playthrough that I messed up, which failed me from that golden ending. Oh, YouTube calm down. Yes, this is exactly the time for it to calm down. So everything here is new for me. Here's your. I just got an achievement. Hey. Here's your. Oh, Gala. Like okay. He's coming down. Wait. What the hell? Is that really him? After seeing the reaction to drink? 100%. Okay, so... I mean, he did indeed calm down. I was just kind of expecting more conversation. He knocked out. It sounded like he walked out. Notably calmer, at least. At least his sprite looked calmer. He just left. Whoever he is. What a night, man. This place survived. Thankfully, yes. But I think I need to close up shop early. Don't want to cause any more ruckus. And I need to clean up some of the mess anyway. Good idea. Can you get out back alright by yourself? I'll manage. Take on your way back. You be careful too. See you tomorrow. See ya. Okay. Okay. We did it. We gave Gala his remedy, which calms him down during, you know, the fury. Now we get to see what that does, if anything. Saturday, October 3rd, 2020. Weird Science Company criticized for unfair depictions of werewolf in their latest box office hit. Coachella 2020's do's and don'ts, and Atlantic ambassador in talks with Fire regarding immigration. And we shall start the day. We've maxed out friendship with Gala. Anything warm maiden ginger, metal maiden, full metal jarhead. Trying to kill myself by helping other people. Ah, welcome, Freya. Hey, Monty. Good evening, Freya. Look very cheerful today. It's all thanks to you. What did I do? This game is more intense than I expected. Yeah. Get this game. This is such a good game. What did I do? I finally got a good night's sleep last night. Like, I slept like a log. I proffered 12 hours of closing my eyes and not thinking about anything. Good for you. You really needed that. I know. But I had the deadline coming, and I've been pushing myself to finish this draft. A bit too much, I guess. So, how's it going now? You won't believe this. I probably will. But when I woke up this afternoon, the words just flowed through me like water. And not forced crap like I've been writing recently. That's why taking a break is important. And yeah. You don't have to start lecturing me now. So, what's your plan now? Now as in right this moment? I am planning to go to the bathroom and wash my face. After that, I'll continue writing. Sounds like a solid plan. You know where the restroom is? Lecture, damn it. Yes, if there's anyone that should lecture anyone about burning out, it's definitely me. 100%. Okay, I need something to drink now. Freya, you're unemployed. Don't waste your money on coffee shop drinks. That is so weird, coming from the coffee shop owner. Yeah, I know. You've been a regular for years. You only need the vibes of the place just right here. No, I can't do that. You don't have any customers tonight. What would I do if this place went bankrupt? It won't happen. How can you be so sure? Just take the sap water and go do your work, okay? But... see, there's a customer coming right now. So don't you worry about me. Gala! Light above. This is new! This is new! This is new! Hello, Mr. Gala. Hi, Gala! Oh wait, what's Gala's voice? Gala had a deeper, I know you're a man of few words, but this is maybe pushing it a bit. Freya. Dude, Gala is so hot. Oh my god, he is so hot. Are you kidding me? Monty, I'm truly very sorry for what happened yesterday. Gala. Hey, it's alright. No one got hurt, right? And the coffee shop's fine. Don't think about it too much, Gala. Like Freya said, no casualties and no problems with coffee shop. I still need to redeem myself for the mess I made and the scare I gave you. I'm sure there's something I can do. Why don't you buy something for the lady here? I'm sure she'll appreciate it. Hey, what you mean? Do you want any drink, Freya? No, it's all right, Gala. I insist. You don't have to. Please, accept it. At least it will help me stop feeling so guilty. At least, a little. Alright. I wouldn't mind a coffee. Not an espresso, mind you. Something with a little less of a kick. You know how to make sugar and spice? What is the one with the cinnamon? Cup of sugar and spice, please. Didn't I make that accidentally? Maybe? Dark chocolate. Sugar and spice. Coffee, honey, cinnamon. Coffee, honey, and cinnamon. Are you pushing them together as friends? Push. A sugar and spice. Sugar and spices for labeled devices. Oh, that was some wax lyrical right there. Oh well, I won't complain. Thank you, Gala. Don't mention it. Monty, are you sure there's nothing I can do for you? You don't have to do anything, Gala. It's fine. But to be honest, I'm curious. What happened yesterday? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, you usually stay indoors during the full moon, don't you? I usually do. But there was an emergency at the hospital yesterday. What kind of an emergency? The hospital was really packed yesterday. After that announcement? Announcement? The one saying that a replacement government-issued fever sedative would be available soon? Releasing that news on the day of the full moon was just stupid. So many restless werewolves came, asking about the sedative, which isn't ready yet. But the announcement said it wasn't ready, just that it was coming soon. You think people read the whole article? It's true. Years on the internet have taught me this. They only saw the headline or glanced at it in the news stall. What was the headline for us? I should have paid attention to that. Then they went straight to the hospital. I don't blame them though. Finding out that the only publicly available sedative is dangerous, it's difficult for some people. I ended up having to explain to dozens of werewolves. I even had to put some rogue werewolves in isolation rooms. It was that bad, huh? Yeah, to the point we ran out of rooms to put them in. That's why at the end of my shift, I left immediately. Normally, I'd ask a friend to lock me in one of our isolation rooms, of course. But I couldn't, so I rushed right back to my apartment. But it was too late. Thankfully, I was in this area, and I managed to force myself to come to your place. Gal, excuse me for asking this. Yes? But you didn't hurt anyone on the way here, right? As far as I remember, no. I didn't see any blood on my clothes. That's good to hear. This might sound overly confident, considering what happened yesterday, but I have enough control to make sure I don't hurt anyone. As long as I have someone to direct my fury towards. Usually, I end up destroying stuff around me, or worst case, hurting myself. See, I guess I didn't put two and two together. I don't know, I didn't think it was like a self-harm sort of deal. Despite all of that, I'm still glad that no one got hurt. I was looking for the positive side, aren't you? Just doing my job. Thanks, both of you. I really mean it. But please, if there's anything I can do, if there's anything I can do to help, please don't hesitate to ask me right away. Will do. In the meantime, can I order a drink? Sure, what are you having? They're the same as yesterday. And it's one, it was tea. It was a tea, milk, ginger. And it looks great. Here's your special brew. Thank you. The drink that saved me. Once again, thank you for having me find this drink. By the way, Gala, now that you can be 100% sure that that drink is your natural sedative, why don't you put some in a bottle and carry it with you everywhere? That's the plan. It has to be warm though. I can use a vacuum flask, I suppose. I'll give it a try next full moon. Don't worry, Freya. I'm gonna stay at my place for next full moon. I'm not taking any risks. Or I can make sure how effective that remedy is. Whew. What the? Rachel? What's going on? Ha! What else? Your father? Of course. What the hell was he thinking? Coming backstage at Coachella, just to get in an argument with my manager. Yes, I do indeed only have one female voice. I'm quite proud of it though. Huh? Before we continue, Monty, a cafe latte, please. Uh, a cafe latte. Coffee milk. Nope. Your coffee latte is ready. Thanks. I didn't manage to get backstage. He told security he was my father, and he messaged me about coming beforehand. Said he was just going to wish me luck. So I told him to let him in, of course. He's still my father. Things were nice at first. Then my manager came, and... Ugh. I don't know why he hates him so much. It's showbiz. I'm mature enough to know what's good and bad for me. What happened after that? Mr. Lester told the security guards to kick him out. He's still allowed in the festival area. I saw him in the crowds. Did the concert go well, at least? Oh, yeah. Other than the arguments backstage, everything was great. I was the first one to play in the main stage. Usually no one pays much attention to whoever's on first. But there were thousands of people in the audience during my session. Nice. So you don't need a big event anymore after this? Not really. I did my stage time. And then there was this press conference after my show. After show press conference? Yeah, the pre-show was done. The pre-show was done yesterday. And today was a small one. There were almost a dozen journalists who wanted to interview me, so we decided to do a mini conference. Good for you. You're totally back in the game, huh? I guess I am. Thanks to Mr. Lester. Yeah, I would say it's because of you. But your managers probably only worked some of his influence too. I've only known God for violence. I would still die for him. I would die for all of these characters. I love all of these characters. Human in doggo form. So, why are you here? Because of Dad, of course. Told him to come here this evening. We really need to set things straight. He needs to stop messing around with my manager so much. Because this evening is the only time we can meet. I can't go to the party Mr. Lester's hosting. What party? He's hosting a party for the VFAs and artisty managers at the club in Belltown. Is it okay for you to go to the party without a guardian? I'm 18, remember? I'm an adult. Yeah, but you can only enter some clubs if you're 21. Not this time. Because Mr. Lester's my manager and it's his party. I'm not sure about that. It's true. No, I know you can do that by using his name. But I don't think you should do that with you. Why? I'm an adult. No, you're not, Rachel. Have you ever been to one of Lester's parties? Well, no. You have? Not personally. I've heard stories. What stories? He knows how to party. That's good, then. That's not necessarily a good thing. Knowing how to party might mean something else entirely. I don't know what you're talking about. You'll find out. Especially if you keep Lester on as your manager. Personally, I don't mind wild parties. But inviting an underage person to his party? That might be a bit too far. Welcome. Huh? Well, more context. The reason they have ears is they're Nekomimi. They can indeed turn to cats. What the hell? Oh no, Dad. What? Rachel, is that Mr. Henry? Yes. Dad, what happened? Monty, can you get a cup of milk for him, please? Just milk? Just milk. Can do. No. Here. Poor Dad. Oh, light. Oh, Thank you. Dad, please hold on. Can someone help me call an ambulance, please? They're on the way. I've contacted the hospital. Oh, I don't believe Gal's voice is that deep. Have I already forgotten it? Damn it. Thank you. I've known Rachel for 2 seconds. I've already talked for him. I've also contacted our Nekomimi expert personally. She's off SIF right now, but she's also on the way. Thank you so much. I don't know what might have happened without your help. Don't mention it. Here they come. I'll go with you. Okay. boy. That was really something, huh? Yeah. 2 days in a row. An emergency at your place. Well, at least some people think of your place as their go-to when they need help. You're right. Not every day you look at things from the bright side. Well, I'm one of your coffee shop disciples, right? So I kinda understand them. What happened? I hope Hendry's alright. Me too. At least he's in good hands now. What's your plan for the rest of the night? Well, that was all pretty hectic. I need to continue writing. Take your time and place then. Will do. Hikobi Miruku. Sweet, nourishing, healthy chocolate. Oh, it's got a heart in it. Uh-huh. Sunday, October 4th, 2020. The year of our plague. Fight broke out during Coachella. Culprits in police custody. Despite the arrest, Coachella would go on. Police raid on private Coachella after parties. Biggest drug and sex bust of the year. Oh boy. Welcome. Hey, Pop. Good evening, everyone. Everyone's safe and sound tonight. So far, so good, officer. With the cop who's supposed to be watching this area hang out in coffee shop? I'm not so sure about that. Hey, I'm working right now. I just love multitasking, you know? It requires skill. Taking a break and working at the same time, you mean? You know it. That's an oxymoron. That's why I said it requires skill. Anyway, Monty, I really need an espresso to keep me awake tonight. You got it. An espresso for the good man. An energetic espresso to keep our officer upright on patrol. You and your sense of humor. Your espresso's always out of this world. Definitely better than mine or my wife's. It's not a competition, officer. It is for her. She thought that she could make a better one. I stopped coming to this place so often. It's not happening anytime soon. So, anything special today? Surprisingly, no. Gotta make sure this place is safe though. What are you grinning about? I mean it. You were here the last 2 days, right? Yes, I was. Some crazy things happened here. And 2 days in a row. As if the gods were trying to give me first-hand experience. To use in my story. Still fretting over your story, huh? Well, the deadline's for my draft's getting nearer. Oh yeah. How's it going? Quantity-wise, it's shaping up pretty well. Quality-wise, honestly, I'm pretty confident. Best of luck then. You have any updates about the last 2 days of chaos? For the werewolf case. I spoke to Gal about it. What? You're gonna arrest him? And some officer of the precinct were talking about it. But in the end, we agreed not to do it. Because it really helped a lot that night. We asked the folks in the hospital. And some other folk in the area. Without him, we'd have a lot more problems. He helped a lot, getting most of the werewolves safe in the hospital. Too bad he couldn't lock himself up in time. Thankfully, he didn't hurt anyone. So those who'd rather detain him can't do anything anyway. Whew. I'd be pretty mad at you if they did arrest him. Yeah, I would too. Hey, being mad at me wouldn't solve anything. I know. What about Rachel's dad? Any idea what happened? I'm not too sure myself. Most of it didn't happen around here. What? Yeah, it seems like it happened out near Coachella. That's a long way away. I mean, not actually that far. Well, you wouldn't be able to walk it. Not in that state. So far, that's all I know. Rachel. Rachel. Mr. Hendry alright? Before that, could I have a cup of hot chocolate? Dark. You got it. A chocolate for a lady. Your hot chocolate, sir. Thank you. That's going to be fine. He woke up this afternoon. Thanks, Mr. Gala. Hey, another achievement, father and daughter. He got help fast enough to stop things getting worse. He's doing okay then. It'll take a few days before he fully recovers, but no permanent injuries we need to worry about. Yes, cause so first time around, because I didn't hear Gal in time, Gal wasn't able to help. So Mr. Hendry, I believe like he couldn't walk anymore. Already he couldn't transform. Permanent injuries anyway, and it wasn't pretty. That's good to hear. I know, but still, it's not because of me. Because I didn't listen to him. Now all I need to do was protect me. Rachel, don't blame yourself for this. Please don't take offense. But is it okay for you to leave your father alone in the hospital? His friends are there at the moment, and I can't face being stuck in a room with a bunch of people I don't even know right now. Besides, I really need to get away for a bit. So I told Dad I'm gonna visit Coffee Talk to get some fresh air. He's okay with that? He understands. He always does, I guess. Miss Rachel, what really happened last night? Dad got into a fight with some thugs. He heard them talking about me in some very suggestive, perverted ways. Oh. He didn't like that, of course. So he morphed into his cat form and started a fight with the thugs. Why did he morph? So people wouldn't see his human form look like and link him directly to me. Some cops went to the crime scene. They found some eyewitnesses to testify, and they managed to find the thugs. They fan of yours? No, it's even worse. They work for Mr. Lester. What? Oh boy. The reason why it didn't take long for the cops to find them was because they were already under arrest. Because the party went too far last night. Whoa! How did it all connect up? They're Mr. Lester's bodyguards. They were chilling after the show, having a pre-party for the big one. And you know about guys in locker room talk, right? Yeah. Well, that's what they were doing. And that was the topic of discussion. So, there's that. I'm sorry to hear that. And you were right about this party. I'm glad I wasn't there. Once again, I owe Dad for... Hey, it's okay. The most important thing right now is that you're safe. And your dad made it through. I should have listened to him. He might be out of touch, but he's still way more experienced than me. And he's my father. I wish Mom were here. She'd know what to do. She'd know what to say to Dad when he's recovered. You know what? I'm sure you know what to do. You're an adult, remember? But I don't know. All I know is I have to be there for him when... That's it. That's all you have to do. It might be weird. It might be weird to hear it about something coming from Freya, but she is right. Be there when he needs you, Rachel. Whenever you need a breath of fresh air, you can come here and relax for a while. Guys, thank you. I've had enough fresh air for one day. I'll go back to the hospital now. Thank you for updating, Miss Rachel. I wish your father a speedy recovery. Thank you, Monty. Yeah, best dad award, absolutely. Man, what a weekend. Pretty crazy, I know. Anyway, I've got to continue my patrol. Been a pretty weird weekend. Oof. But overall, things are still safe around here. But even with that, never let your guard down, okay? No problem, officer. This is nice. Thank you for checking up on us, Officer Georgie. Now, I need to check something. Sure enough, this I believe this is the final day, and I did not read the final of these short stories, so I'll do that now, I suppose. Okay, see ya. And then before Freya gets to talk, note that each of these are indeed written by Freya. Do I want to grow old with you? No, I don't want to do that. But I do want to be with you here in this moment, stuck in an eternal limo. In an infinite loop of this exact hour, forever? Hell yeah, I do. It's probably the last time Romeo remembers having a really meaningful conversation with Juliet. But no, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, dear readers. Just like any other story, it also has a beginning. And it begins with an introduction. I just realized who this is about. Romeo is a young man of 20. He comes from a quite conservative but not yet out of touch family. In other words, they're just like almost every other family in the world. He hates the name his parents gave him, and he hates it even more knowing that his life so far is fulfilling all the cliches of his fictional namesakes. Falling in love with a girl named Juliet is really just the icing on a cliched cake. Juliet is a young woman of 20. She also comes from a quite conservative but not yet out of touch family. In other words, they're also just like every other family in the world. She loves the name that her parents gave her, but she hates the fact that her life so far is fulfilling half of the cliches of her fictional namesakes. Falling in love with a boy named Raymond was unfortunate, but she has no plans to die stupidly over it. Both of them studied at the same university, and they're definitely not the type of people who naturally choose to be friends. Fate, however, formed a hip young lecturer with an over-enthusiasm for assigning group projects and an unfortunate sense of humor, is what brings them together. A simple group assignment is what introduces a young Romeo and Juliet to each other, even after their first fated meeting, and many more meetings required to finish the assignment. There's no sign that Romeo means anything more to Juliet than a friendly acquaintance she spent a lot of time in the library with, nor honestly does that she mean that much more to him. In fact, after she made an ill-judged joke about the literary elephant in the room, she probably means significantly less. But as the group goes on, and as the group assignments keep coming without the lecturer ever assigning new partners, Romeo and Juliet become closer. They both begin to see things in the other that they hadn't noticed before. Though for Romeo, that fact is rather frightening. How could I fall for someone like her? And named Juliet, no less. I can't accept it. My mind's just playing tricks on me. Again and again, around and around, his thoughts chase themselves whenever he sees her. Today is Monday, and Romeo has a class he needs to attend. However, something is different. Normally a relatively anxious fellow, he finds going to class requires a lot of willpower. Today, however, he finds himself hurrying to get here. He knows why, of course, but he refuses to admit it to himself quite yet. The first thing Romeo does when he looks at the door, opens the door, is to look at a specific table. The table where Juliet always sits. To his unacknowledged disappointment, the table is empty. Fuck, mutters Romeo under his breath. He doesn't curse because Romeo is not there, of course. Rather, he curses because noticing this was the first thing he did upon entering the room. After sitting in the user place, Romeo reopens his book and begins reading. Every time someone opens the door, Romeo turns to immediately look and quietly whispers a curse. Again, he's not cursing because he's disappointed if it's not Juliet who enters. He's cursing because he turned to look. After a few minutes before the class begins, Juliet finally arrives, announcing herself and her friend with a braying laugh as she does so. That used to be one of the most annoying sounds in the world, but as far as Romeo was concerned, but today brings a small smile to his face. Fuck, curses Romeo again, just after he realizes he smiled at the sound. Is Romeo in love? He probably is. He's a tsundere. He probably is, but he doesn't want to admit that. Falling in love with Romeo is dangerous, extremely dangerous. They come from completely different backgrounds, have different skin colors, they worship different gods. He has no problem in interracial relationships, of course he doesn't, but he never expected it to happen to him. It simply will not do. I need to talk to you. And Romeo looks up. Julie is standing over the table. Her jaw is set, her eyes are worried, and he completely forgets all about his own problems. What's up? Can you keep a secret? It's really important. Sure, I guess I can. Good enough, because I really need someone to talk to. So Juliet sits down and begins telling her story to Romeo. She talks about the problems she's been facing over the past few months, how they affect her study, and how he's not the first person she's talked to about this. On, and Romeo listens to every word. Eventually, Juliet stops talking and sits quietly. Romeo thinks that she looks somehow lighter than she did before, and she doesn't begin talking. He doesn't know how to react to what she told him. He tries giving her some advice. Really stupid advice, he thinks, as soon as he said it. But he believes it's probably much better than just listening and nodding and watching her walk away. He doesn't think he wants her to walk away from him. He thinks about this. For one thing is sure, Juliet trusts Romeo as a friend. They've shared a secret now. Even though Juliet has shared the same secret with others before him, this makes Romeo happy. So damn happy. How pathetic am I, being happy because someone I like came and told me she's not, Romeo thinks, and then shakes his head like a dog shaking off water. After sharing everything she had wanted to share, Juliet starts talking about other topics. She and they are joking freely. The dark mood of earlier almost completely dissipated. Just before Juliet leaves, Romy asks her something. Why did you tell me all that? Well, I don't really know. I think I can trust you, and you're one of those rare few people who can talk to people directly without sugarcoating everything. It's refreshing. She shrugs. I guess that's why. What Juliet said is true, but Romeo finds it amusing that even though he normally speaks directly to everyone he knows, he can't do that with Juliet. He's not himself when she's around, nor so he believes. After that conversation, Romeo falls even more helpless in love with Juliet. It's stupid, he thinks. As someone who rarely falls so hard for everyone, but Juliet is driving him crazy. And the fact that she makes him feel the closest thing to love he's felt in years, yet a big wall of cultures, norms, and other societal traditions stands between them, hurts him even more. That is, of course, if Juliet is even into him anyway. As the weeks go by, Juliet and Romeo become closer. They begin telling each other's story more often. How these stories are limited to their courses, their friends, and anything at all besides their feeling for each other. She's not into me, she's just an extrovert. She's friendly with everyone. Who was written about, but I find about the story. Romeo keeps thinking. And it's when she's thinking about it that suddenly Juliet comes to sit to his table. So you said you wanted to tell me something. It's true. He had already sent a message to Juliet telling her he wanted to talk about something. Oh, wow. Diving right in. It's, nothing all that important, actually, says Romeo. Come on, it's not like you'd be so indirect about things. What's wrong with you, Boyle? Romeo actually called Juliet to talk about her attitude recently. She's been weird, at least in Romeo's eyes, and it feels like she's getting farther away, removing herself from many student activities she's used to partake in. Juliet answers all his questions, all his thoughts and concerns about how she be removing herself from other side's activities. She managed to shrug off or easily explain. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I was just obsessing over every single thing she does, thinks Romeo, while Pitt opens up his gut at the thought. Is that all? Anything else you want to say? She questions him. Fair is fair, after all. Do you know what I used to like you? The words come out of Romeo's mouth before out of the blue. He's horrified even as he recognizes that it's a lie. He still likes her now. He doesn't even know why he decided to confess his feelings right at this random moment. Never mind why he confessed with half a lie. It wasn't planned at all. But then he heard Juliet say, anything else? Well, definitely one thing Romeo has been planning to say to Juliet for the last few thousand eons, or as normal humans measure time, since around 8 months ago. Juliet shows a flash of surprise and just says, no, I had no idea. Why? Why what? Why do you like me? I actually let out a squeak. Why do you like me? Or did you like me? I mean, there must be a reason. Oh, of course there is. Romeo opens his mouth to tell her and pauses. He blinks slowly and closes his mouth again. Or not. I don't know, I think there is, but I'm not sure. I'm sorry, I'm talking gibberish. Juliet does not respond to that. Romeo doesn't even dare to look at her directly, but he can see out of the corner of his eye that she looks dumbfounded. He takes a breath and opens his mouth again, hoping for a lightning strike, divine inspiration, or instant death if he isn't picky. Okay, I see you as... okay, I see you as a really strong person, okay? You have a big girly side, but you're also a really strong independent person. Okay, I get the girly part, but what makes you think I'm strong? Well, let's just look at how you work at all of your assignments and organizations. I definitely could never deal with anything as well as you do, ever. Oh, come on. Everyone has something they're good at. You could do things I can't. That's pretty normal, you know? I know, but still, I'm not sure. That's probably what attracts me to you the most. When he says that, Romeo tries to look at Juliet, just for a moment. He saw a twitch of a smile on her lips, but they're not even hope. He ascribes it to his imagination instead. So, what's next then? Asked Juliet. To be honest, I don't know. I said this because I can't keep hiding it forever. I needed to say it to you even though it's impossible for me to ask you out considering all the differences between us. Juliet pauses. Oh, of course. You don't need to say anything though. I just needed to get it out of my system. That's all I wanted to say. Well, okay then. I have something else to do. You don't have anything more to say, right? Yes, I mean... No, that's all. Juliet nods and says goodbye, then walks quickly away. After Juliet leaves, Romeo lets out a heavy sigh. Good work there. That's one hell of a lot of old baggage that I just let go, and a lot of new baggage that you replaced it with. Here's an interesting fact about Romeo. During our whole conversation, he hadn't been able to keep himself from shaking. It's just an old habit he can't let go of. To relief, they've been sitting during this whole conversation, so he could hide his tremor. Still, after he feels intense relief after telling Juliet about his feelings, his hands are just trembling. He has to wait a couple minutes before he can walk away himself. So now after Romeo's long-awaited but ultimately useless confession, what's next for our Romeo and Juliet? Funnily enough, neither she or Romeo never mentioned it again, at least not to each other. Romeo did eventually tell some of his friends about his feelings for Juliet. But about Juliet, Romeo didn't know anything about how she was coping with his revelation. He expected that she probably told some of her friends as he told his. But that doesn't even matter, he tells himself. We're not meant for each other anyway. Watching from the outside, nothing seems to change between them. They still talk about their classes, about their friends, about shows they've watched and books they've read. But never ever mention again the time when Romeo revealed his feelings to Juliet. At first, Romeo thought that confessing his feelings would mean letting go of a big boat inside his heart. As it turns out, it only transformed the boat into a relentless rock monster, asking for more. Eventually, he realizes letting Juliet know about his feelings isn't enough. He needs to have her. He wants to hold her tight, he wants to stare into her eyes and tell her he loves her blue and black. He wants to hear her say, I love you too, when he wants to kiss her. He wants to run away with her to a place where no one cares about their differences and just sees them as a cute couple in love. He wants to do all the good things in life together with her, and more than anything on this earth, he simply wants her. The feeling is killing him. How could she be acting normally after a revelation? Does it mean his feelings mean nothing to her at all? The peak of his emotion has come one day when a hero is falling asleep. Suddenly his body is drenched in sweat, his heart beats too fast, and his thoughts only run to one thing, Juliet. He wants nothing prosaic. He needs Juliet. He doesn't care about anything else, the traditions about their families, about anything. There's only one thing he needs to do tomorrow, and that is to confess his feelings again to Juliet. This time, however, he is going to ask her out. And if she feels the same way, he will ask her to just give it a try and fight the war together. He resolves that he is going to take a leap of faith, and it will be the first thing he does the next time they meet. To be continued, except we're going right for it. Because I have a strong feeling this next day will be the end of the game. Just you're entirely too adorable. It doesn't happen the next time Romeo and Juliet meet. When Romeo sees her, he knows something isn't right. And after that, each time he sees her, he feels uncomfortable, almost afraid. Our hero isn't afraid of much, but he can't explain how she makes him feel. Though she's surrounded by a fierce, powerful aura that keeps him from approaching. It takes a few days for whatever it is to fade. It might give him a off theory. When that sense of danger finally eases up, Romeo finds he has the courage to approach her. Cunningly, he waits until the end of a night class when both of them are ready to go home. Hey Jules, you ready back? Let me drive you home. No, it's fine. I was just calling Uber. I have something I need to tell you though. Her expression quickly changes one Romeo's never seen. An uncomfortable looking mixture between happy, sad, and angry. He finds he doesn't know what to call it. She peers at him. What's it about? It's about, you know, the thing I told you a few months ago. The slight smile he saw when he first confessed his feelings to her returns to her face. Okay, let's go for a drive. I know a good place to talk. Juliet directs Romeo sporadically and chat normally to fill the intervening time until they reach what she reveals to be their destination. A large empty park. Huh. I didn't know there was a park around here. You know nothing, Romeo. That had better be a you know nothing Jon Snow reference. Oh, well, there we go. Hey, what? You said you don't watch Game of Thrones. She sighs at him. It's all over the internet, my dude. Good point, mate. Our heroes climb over the locked gate and meander slowly around the paths until they find a bench. And an unspoken decision has them both sit down at the same time. By this point, it's close to midnight. This drive had been long, and he'd been slower than usual to stretch out the time together. The sky is bright with stars, while the full moon hangs heavy on the horizon. A warm and gentle breeze brings with it the scent of wet earth and green. Growing things. A warm and gentle breeze brings with it the scent of wet earth and green growing things, and far distant clouds tease them with the idea of rain before morning. It is, Romeo feels perfect, as though God had created it especially for them, in this moment. So, says Juliet, lowering her gaze from the milky splash of stars. That's a good line. Milky splash of stars. That's great. Above him to meet his eyes. What do you want to talk to me about? And Roman thinks, what the hell? And jumps right in. I told you I liked you. Do you remember? Yes. It was a lie. Oh, light above. Her eyes narrow. What do you mean? Oh, careful, dear Romeo. You should not play with a woman's heart. I still like you. I never stop liking you. And every day I like you more, and I don't think about how I could go another day without telling you how I feel. Oh, I know. His jaw snaps shut and blinks rapidly. This is not what he thought she would say. What? Is it that obvious? No. It was kind of easy to guess. Okay. So there's that. And when I first told you how I felt, I thought it would help me clear my head. I wanted it to, but since then it's haunted me. Why did I want that? I think of you and I want to see you. I see you and I want to talk to you. He continues, laying bare all the things he's been thinking of these past few weeks, coming in an impassioned plea. I know it probably won't end well, but I want to be with you. I want us to try. Juliet takes his hand and squeezes it, feels the tremor in his fingers and says nothing about it. Romeo, I like you, she says, and his heart near bursts. I like you a lot, and not only as a friend, but you know that with our backgrounds and I'm so scared. Why would you feel so scared? Because I don't want to say anything that will make you think less of me. I want to look perfect in front of you. Okay, what is going on with YouTube? Oh, YouTube. Is YouTube buffering? Oh, yeah, babe. Uh-oh, wait, what is going on? Huh? Oh, like. Okay, sorry about that. YouTube said it was crashing, so I was scared. Because I don't want to say anything that will make you think less of me. I want to look perfect in front of you, even though whenever we're together, it feels like I can only show all my imperfections. Hey, nobody's perfect. They sit quietly for a moment, still holding hands. Also lewd. Romeo stares at their intertwined fingers, while Juliet watches the breeze ripple through the trees. Still feels weird. The heroine muses, almost to herself. You told me that you liked me and I thought it could never work. Then you said the same and I was disappointed somehow. And here you are telling me to forget the rules and say I'm the one and I'm the one saying they're important. Oh, tell me about it. No, I don't even know where it's all coming from. You don't like what I like and you don't like what I like and I don't like what you like, and please don't get me started on the fact that your favorite book is the single worst thing I've ever read. Huh? You mean The Secret? Yes. Oh god, let's please not talk about it now, okay? She tilts her head back and laughs, and Romeo remembers that he used to hate that sound so a long time ago. Okay, let's not talk about it, but you know a relationship won't go well. Why do you keep telling me how you feel? Why don't you just try to forget me? I've tried. He sighs, squeezing her hand gently. But every conversation with you is enough to make me remember that you mean so much to me. You don't listen exposed in the sky, but you're what I think of when you do. You don't play video games as much as me, but what you on my team is what I most want when I play a multiplayer game. We pray to different gods, but your face is the one that appears whenever I pray for a good future. Juliet doesn't say anything. She just looks into his eyes while listening to everything he's been keeping in his head and his heart for a long time. Before this, who's speaking? Before this, I always thought that I would fall in love with someone. When I fell in love with someone, it would be the person I wanted to grow old with. Do I want to grow old with you? No, this is wrong. Whoops. Before this, I always thought that when I fell in love with someone, it would be a person that I wanted to grow old with. Do I want to grow old with you? No, I don't want to do that. But do I want to be with you, here in this moment, stuck in an eternal limo in an infinite loop at this exact hour forever? Hell yeah, I do. Neither Romeo and Juliet speak for some time after that. They just keep staring at each other. They don't know what it is, but they surely feel something strange, something magical is happening between them now. A delicate thing with twists in the air around them, young and oh so fragile. Do you love me? Juliet asks quietly. I'm not sure. Romeo answers. But if it's not love, then I don't know what it is. But if it is love, why don't you want to grow old with me? It is just love. You're such a weirdo. I don't know why I ever fell in love with you. Says Juliet. Right at that moment, Romeo feels joy in his heart. A tsunami of happiness sweeping through his body, destroying all the baggage that has been messing with his head and heart for so many months. But then reality hits suddenly as the joy. Everything happened in a single instant. In just one moment, Romeo feels the greatest happiness and greatest sadness he ever felt in his life. Hey, I might not be worth you sacrificing everything. Hey, I might not be worth you sacrificing everything, especially your family. But it's love. If who's speaking? Shite. It's Romeo. Hey, I might not be worth you sacrificing everything, especially for your family. But if love is really that special, then maybe it'll give us another chance to be together, even if it means it can only happen in another life when we're both cats. Says Romeo. Is that? Did you just quote Vanilla Sky at me? I can't believe you did that. That's hilarious that you said that. You know I hate that movie. It's a great movie. How the hell did I manage to fall in love with you again? Both of them continue to laugh together. Start to continue to laugh together. Out of light. Continuing on until all the laughter drains into simple smiles. A simple, beautiful curve in their lips that shows a deeper meaning, only for the two of you. I love you, says Romeo. I love you too, I guess, answers Juliet. They sit closer now while holding hands. Juliet puts her hand on Romeo's shoulder. Is it worth it? For now, right at this moment, it's totally worth it. But whether that feeling will last as time goes by, as more people find out about it, I don't know. Juliet sighs quietly. Life sucks sometimes. Life sucks most of the time. That's why I want to make this moment last forever, if that's even possible. It's possible, if we believe it. Is that what that weird book taught you? Asks Romeo. Shut up. Juliet answers and pinches his hand. They stay silent for a while. They stay silent again for a while. Hey, kiss me. The words come from Juliet. Romeo doesn't really know how to react to that. Why? I've heard some people say that a kiss is a magical thing. It can stop time or take you to the future in an instant. I've heard that story. I've always thought it was silly though. The situation we're stuck in is pretty silly too, you know? Good point. Hello. Well made. So they stare at each other. As they lean in, they close their eyes. When their lips touch for the first time, it's the strangest sensation either of them has ever felt. Everything feels so magical. It feels as if time has stopped, only for them. As if they're in an infinite loop of that exact moment. To be continued. Romeo comes awake with a gasp, his mind already whirling as he tries to make sense of what was happening. Was it just a dream, he thinks? Please forgive him, dear readers, he's barely awake. He has no idea how or when he got home, but he's still wearing yesterday's clothes. Are we actually in a Groundhog Day situation? Oh wow. And he experiences downwashed, uncomfortable feeling that comes with waking after falling asleep fully dressed. Then he remembers. Juliet! What happened to her? He rifles through blankets and pockets and he finds his cell phone and immediately finds himself a message to her. He won't admit it, will barely remember it through a haze of panic, but he spends the next 14 minutes and 10 seconds staring fixatedly until it vibrates in his hand and he drops to the floor. Romeo! Juliet's voice is muffled by the carpet, but he doesn't think he's ever been so relieved to hear it. Where are you? Are you alright? I'm fine, what about you? I'm okay, We need to talk. Something's completely different. Romeo opens his mouth to agree, before he realizes how he feels. He's been so weighed down for his feelings for so long, he hadn't really noticed that something had changed until Juliet brought it up. Waking up today has been bad for so long, but today he feels different. Today he feels good. When Romeo arrives at the coffee shop, Juliet is already there. She waits while he orders an Americano, patiently sipping her orange juice until he joins her. So Romeo says, as he seats himself opposite Juliet, what happened last night? She shrugs, shakes her head, the picture of honest confusion. I'm not sure, but I felt kind of light when I woke up this morning. Yeah, that's a good way of describing it. Like a part of me is missing. She nods in agreement and there's quiet for a time. Juliet plays with a straw, the paper melting quickly in icy remnants of her drink. She trails it off and tries again. Do you actually remember what happened last night? Kind of? Romeo frowns and grimaces. I'm not sure though. How do you feel about me now? Asks Juliet. He pauses to consider. I don't know. I still like you. A lot in fact. But it's certainly a different kind of feeling to the last few months. That's exactly how I feel. He sighs explosively. What the hell happened? Juliet leans in, hosts his gaze, lowers her voice. I'm not sure myself, but I have this theory. maybe, and I know it sounds wild, but hear me out. Just maybe, the parts of us that fell in love without her somehow left us last night. They separated us from this world, making it known where time loops in an exact moment, over and over again. Light above, what? Romeo looks her in the eye without blinking for a long moment, and bursts out laughing. You're a complete mad woman, you know that? That's just... You're not even the one who likes sci-fi and fantasy. Oh, shut it, boyo. She huffs at him and crosses her arms as she leans back. No, seriously, he waves a hand at her. The fact that that theory came out of your mouth is crazier than the theory itself. Her lip twitches and then she's laughing with him, and for a glorious moment the air is filled with pure and uncomplicated good humor. When the laughter winds down, they find they can't stop grinning at each other. It's beautiful and it's just like it used to be. A thought occurs to Romeo, and he opens his mouth and Juliet immediately points a finger at him. Shut up. He closes his mouth but keeps grinning, hands held up in surrender. You can't say it isn't possible, though. She defends herself with a wry shrug. Romeo tilts his head. Nothing is impossible. So, what now? What now what? I mean, what happens to us now? He looks around and shrugs. We just live normally, I guess? It's been months, if not eons, since I could talk to you normally like this. Honestly, it feels awesome. She laughs, and it's been so much easier than it has been in a long time. Yeah, I know. She smiles at him. So, we're good then? We're better than good, I guess, answers Romeo. Good point. Juliet nods. Well made. After that, life goes on for Romeo and Juliet. They're still good friends. They both found their loves, one who shared their interests. That doesn't force them to sacrifice too many things in life, yet still makes them feel like the happiest person on earth. They grow together, as good friends, not as lovers. But what about the Romeo and Juliet who burn with love for each other? Read as I tell you, that couple was still standing on their bench in the park on that clear and perfect night, and they'll stay there until the end of time. They've created their own world without other people meddling, judging, forcing compromises. For the rest of eternity, they'll have each other in their pure, naive love, and nothing will ever change that. Some people say that on a clear night with the promise of dawn rain, when the Milky Way flows across the sky and the full moon hangs low, you can see a young couple sitting on a bench in the park. But only out of the corner of your eye, and only if you have got room for romance in your love. Is it true, if you ask me? Does it matter? I reply. Surely it doesn't matter to anyone else on Earth, and surely it doesn't matter to them. Well, goddamn, Freya. You're a good writer. And you know how to tear the heart out of me. Fuck me, man. They didn't even get together at the end. I mean, I guess, depending on your interpretation, they are together forever. What an ending. And very fitting. This is indeed the final day, I believe. I have completely forgotten all context. Georgia just leaves. And we wrap up today. Are you going to leave as well, Freya? I don't think so. I haven't enough rest. And I have enough stories to write. You're not tired? Definitely not. In fact, I think I can get it done today. Alright. I won't bother you then. Oh, you're never a bother. Besides, this whole book project would never exist without this place. And you. So, thank you. The pleasure was mine. Now, I'm sure you shouldn't spend any more time on chit-chat. You've got a book to finish. No problem, boss. Ooh. Man. 2 weeks later. More women have spoken out and claimed that Morris Lester lied. Initial reports indicate possible herpes outbreak at Coachella. Coachella Festival proves to be a major boost for Seattle tourism. Y'all look jovial. Hello! You're finally here. Hey, y'all. Hey, yo, hey. Hi, Hi, Freya. That was a lot of voices that I couldn't keep open. Someone's feeling happy today. Of course. They approved it. We're so happy for you. Congrats. Oh my. Do you know how happy I am? Judging from expression, I'd say somewhere between aesthetically and rapturously. You're goddamn right. Oh my god. Oh my god. How did they react to the draft? To be honest, they're not that excited about the story itself. A story with an unhappy ending, huh? That's what they said. But at this point, I don't really care. As long as they publish it, I'm content with that. Anyway, whatever happens with the book now, I can take things a little slower. Because they gave me a year to finish it, with a feedback session every month. Sounds professional enough, of course. They are the biggest publisher around. Enough about me. How's the coffee shop been doing? It's been great. We've had a lot of new customers lately, and some old timers, of course. I heard Hyde's back from his trip to Korea. Yeah? He brought us some gifts back. He didn't get any from me. I'm not sure. But he did say he always gives gifts directly. Gift giving the old-fashioned way, huh? How about you? Things are great. Last time I saw you was before your mini break? Yeah, we decided to go to Coachella. Wow. That event was a mess. Yeah, 3 hours at festival was enough for us. So where'd you go after that? Went in Port Townsend. How was it? I enjoyed it. Never knew a historical trip could be fun. Oh yeah, I saw your new profile picture, Aqua. Which, by the way, look at how adorable they are. Oh my god, they're so cute. They're so cute. Ah. I ship it so much. So much. You both look so cute. Oh man. Thanks. Was that taking you during your vacation? No. That was at Max. They had a Japanese style photo booth there. So I forced her to take a picture together. You at Max too, Myrtle? Yeah. I helped her out with a bit of a booth. Thank you. You don't have to keep thanking me. By the way, have any of you heard from Neil? No. Not me. They did send 2 postcards to the coffee shop. Really? Yeah, one's from Coachella. That's not even that far away. Why send a postcard? Hard to tell with them. What about the second one? It's from New York. What? What are they doing in New York? Beats me. Working on their mission, maybe. Yeah, probably. They stay more of a chance there. Anyway, guys, we're leaving for the night. Ooh, come on. So soon? We were here for hours before you arrived. We need to work tomorrow. Fair enough. Take care on your way then. Good luck with the novel. Thanks. See you, Monty. See you around. They look happier than when I first met them. They do. It's not easy to find someone you can be comfortable with in such a short amount of time. Yeah. Anyway. Sorry if it seems like I'm ignoring you, Baileys. No worries. I don't feel ignored at all. You by yourself tonight? No, I'm waiting for Lua. She has some work to do. This late at night? Yeah. She's been doing overtime for the past few days. How are the two of you doing? Things have been great. In fact, after 10 years together, we're finally moving in together next month. Wow, congrats! But I thought Lua lived with a flatmate. We're moving to a new place. She got promoted recently, and a company providing her with an apartment. Wow, she must be a really big deal in her office. Well, she definitely earns more than me. Yeah, it's not saying much, Baileys. You shouldn't say that to a fellow freelancer. Oh, here she comes. Baileys, I'm so sorry. I didn't expect it to take so long. I thought it'd be done, but... Honey, it's alright. Freya and Monty have been keeping me company anyway. Oh, hey Freya. And Monty. Sorry for barging in without saying hi. How's it going? I would say things are going great. Not as great as you two lovebirds. You told already? Only about the moving in part. As you've heard. We're going to move in together next month. Where is it? Not far. I mean, the company provided the place. He calls her honey! Yeah! So they want to cut my commuting costs as much as possible. That's thoughtful of them. Means you don't need to reimburse my tax fees when I'm working overtime. He freaking calls her honey. Oh yeah, that too. It also means we get to visit this place more often. Oh, it means we get to visit this place more often. That's a good point. We go to this coffee shop a lot anyway. I'll mention it. I have a question for both of you. Go on. Last time we met, I believe you were going to introduce Bailey to your parents. How did it go? Man, her father didn't kill me at least. Well, at least Papa let you eat lunch with us. That's rare, you know. I know. And at least they didn't say no. Which means a lot, I guess. It was a good start. It was definitely a good start. Anyway, Bailey's, we need to go now. Or we'll miss the intro again. You folks going somewhere? Yeah, we're going to watch the midnight screening of Full Metal Conflict. Yeah, I didn't take you for someone who likes FMC. I don't, but this guy loves it. Hey, you always enjoyed watching me play the game. I enjoyed watching you, not the game. Too bad I didn't introduce you to Murdo just now, Bailey's. She worked on the game. Really? Oh, well, I'll be visiting this place more often. I'll probably meet her again one of these days. You probably will. Now go, you two lovers. You don't want to miss the movie. Alright, catch up with you later, Freya. Bye, Monty. Enjoy the movie. They're so cute. They're so cute. My heart can't take it. I'm so happy for them. They still got a long way to go. And probably a lot of obstacles in their path. But they're moving forward. Yeah. How will you write their story? As it is. It's beautiful enough. And it has enough drama. That's one way to put it. And speaking of, by the way, because this is indeed the final day, thank you. Your fiction plan free trial is over. Did you enjoy the content we provided you? Please subscribe to our fiction plan for only $5 a month, or join our premium subscription plan for only $10 a month with access to all of our content. With your subscription, you can help support high-quality, unbiased journalism, as well as giving young fiction artists a appreciative audience. If you go back to previous streams or buy this game yourself, you can see all the many, many good stories that Freya has written. I'm clapping like a seal, like now. Yes. By the way, I haven't seen your final draft. May I read it? Sure. I brought an extra copy. Let's see. The main character is a time traveler. Subtly. I mention it just enough to raise suspicion. Where'd you get the inspiration for the character? You know the answer. Why would I? Either you're smart enough to get what I mean, or you already know what my answer is. Don't think about it too much. It's only a story. Anyway. What's that look for? You haven't told me about any of our other friends here. Yes, you know what? I guess I won't mention it. I won't. You'll have to buy the game yourself and figure out. I mean, it's heavily implied, you know. How are they doing? You only keep coming for 10 days. What do you expect? Come on, they played an important part in my writing process, remember? Well, here are some updates about the regulars. Tell me. Where should we start? Lou visits this place more often now they live nearby. The last time they were talking about catering and venues. Hyde returned from his gift to Korea and bought gifts, some more special than others. He said he's considering moving back to Seattle if his agency allows it. Ako continues her work with the university. She's still working on small indie games. The difference is she's not alone now. Neil. The only two news about them are the two postcards they sent me. Rachel is back at the recording studio, preparing her first solo album. She found a new manager, someone who makes news as a legend coming back to the industry. And finally, Freya. She published her book, but she finished her book, get published, and have some singing lessons. Sadly, the book didn't sell well. She still visits regularly, now working as a freelancer yet. I must have missed something then. I want that perfect ending. I want that perfect ending. Is it worth... I'm gonna look it up. Oh, light above. I forgot. This won't continue. I'll look it up on my phone. But yes, happy endings. Achievement unlocked. There's a spark. Welcome. Hello, Monty. Good evening, sir. Have we met before? I'm sure this is your first time here. Of course I've been here. In fact, I've worked here before. What? Wait. No way. Is that really you? Listen, if I'm going for a third playthrough, I'm gonna cheat. It's been a while. You've changed. A bit too much. I've learned a lot about how to live with you people since then. I assumed it was a success then? Multiple successes. What's with the new look then? Just trying to blend in. Seems like an Earthling immigration agency is after me. Now that you mention it, someone did visit this place looking for you. When was it? Not so long after your second visit here. Was he a bald guy in a suit? Yeah, that fire agent. You've seen him? Yeah. Thankfully, I've changed my appearance since then. By the way, you can drop the act in front of me. Is that new? Is it? So, you finally noticed. To think that such power can be born from our kind. You're good with your act though. It took a few tries. But there are some timelines where I forget to pretend that I don't have some knowledge of certain stuff. Interesting. Now I'm curious to know about those mistakes. Well, it happened a few times. First when Freya told me about her meeting in the elevator. Then it was the first time Rachel visited this place. The last one involved you on your second visit. Huh? Oh, and there was another one right after Freya got her draft approved. Can you show it to me? Assuming you know how I communicate with my kind. Never tried it, but let's see. I still haven't seen everything. But the heavy implication is not only is that new, but the barista is Neil's son, or well, child. I suppose there is no gender, but being a child of Neil, they are indeed a time traveler, which like holy shit. Now, I absolutely yeah. Who was that? I don't know who was it. I need to know how. Okay. I want that golden ending. Coffee. This is far harder on the phone. Go man. Coffee talk. Neil. This is a good game. It's a real good game. What should I give Neil Coffee talk? Milk, honey, and mint. The Milky Way. When is the first time he appears? You play as Neil's child! Yeah! Yeah, you do! Okay, so we're, serve Neil the Milky Way drink, which is milk, honey, and mint. Okay, so, we're gonna speedrun tactics this. If you want to watch more of this stuff, then, watch my previous streams, or, buy the game. Preferably buy the game, because this is a good game. Milk, honey, and tea. Wait. Milk, honey, mint. Oh, but you don't have mint. You don't have mint here. So you can't make it. So you have to do the second time he arrives, I guess. Who the fuck was that hot person? That was Neil. That was Neil. He got good at his breeding mission. Also, he was, oh my god, he was so hot, wasn't he? I love this. I love this a great deal. And we're going to go ahead and skip all of this. You know what to do. Oh, light. Light. Tea, milk, ginger. He did his swoon. Galahad. There it is. Just what I needed. And we will go ahead and fast forward through all of this. Oh, we didn't get to see Hyde anytime. This stream. Hyde's really cool as well. Tea-based drink that is warm and cool at the same time. That's pretty good to warm and cool at the same time. Maybe not perfect. Both of them make me go gay. Oh yeah, dude. Here's your order. Exactly what I wanted. Cool. We're gonna skip now. Yes, Ray. Okay, goodbye. We're just gonna zoom by this. So if I complete this here, would it be enough to skip to the final thing? Good evening, everyone. Good evening. It's nice to see you again, Neil. We're gonna go ahead and skip. Boop, 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 boop. Please surprise us. Milk, honey, and tea. Wait, milk, honey, mint. Why do I keep making that mistake? The Milky Way. Let's see, I hope I got this right. Thank you. What the? Interesting. And that maxes out Mio's thing. Please write your profile here. What I'm doing. But what is Ban Hoi? I know Ban. Oh right, I keep forgetting I can't alt tab. I'm not as Vietnamese, and it makes me sad quite a lot. Oh, this is I know of this, but my parents being ethnic Chinese, grew up in Vietnam, left during the Vietnamese War when they were 13, 14. When you leave your mother family at the tender age of 14, you do not get to bring a lot of culture, which makes me very sad. But there's a lot of Vietnamese stuff out there that I know, but I don't know the name of them. That makes me sad. Before you ask, yes, that's how they drink. This. What is this? We have never been able to taste anything in our life, but this is a breakthrough. We have to report immediately. Done. Thank you so much from all of our kind. You are one interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment, yes? So can we just like skip? Wait. Oh, there's more. Oh. But we believe it is alright to share with you tonight. Whoa! Wait. Yes. Because, you know, Freya has to ask why do you have to breed with us? And without that Milky Way, he didn't trust us enough. But this was so much of a breakthrough that he was like, no, I'll tell you. Thanks to this eye-opening drink from the barista, I owe you this story. So why? Everyone, including us and you and everyone else, is tasked to keep the balance of the universe. But sometimes it is hard for some civilizations to maintain balance by themselves, because unknown threats that are beyond each civilization's power can appear. And that is where we come in. I don't see the relations between that and impregnating us. You're quite dense, aren't you? Hey, you came here to give seeds. So a half-breed of your kind can be born on Earth. That is correct. The half-breed will be a half-Earthling, a half whatever you are. Yes. Assuming that you have some powers that we can't comprehend. You're trying to make sure Earth will have its own protector. That is 100% correct. That light above, that's quite the mission. Holy shit. You're trying to give us a superhero? Yes, that is what your people would call it, the protector. But why go through all of the hassle? It sounds like a lot of work. Why not just explain this to someone? I'm sure a lot of women wouldn't mind giving birth to a superhero. Sadly, it's not that simple. The future protector will have to be someone that loves this planet more than anything. They will have to be born out of love, which we have learned. It's a very complicated feeling on Earth. We will have it easier back home due to the nature of our communication. We understand everyone deeply by default. So everyone on our planet loves each other from the moment they're born. Yeah, that does sound beautiful. And creepy. A little less on the creepy side. I know, that's pretty neat. As you're playing as a giant spherical orgy. Okay, now I understand why it is creepy. That was a badly chosen word, but it is roughly similar to the truth. I did not want to hear that. Oh my. If what you say is true, shouldn't we help them get laid with love? May you all be well. Hope everyone's having a great day. Thank you, Buddha. Thank you very much for blessing our stream. That being said, you have come in during a time when an alien is talking about orgies and impregnating people so that they can have superpowers, which is a blessing to some. Otherwise, we might be responsible for the birth of a super evil person instead. That is a very fair concern. Yeah. Well, how's the mission going so far? We cannot say it is going well. Oh, and then more stuff that we've already seen before, or I've already seen before. There we go. A blessing is blessing. Take it if it comes. Absolutely. Okay, and we are skipping. I just want to make sure we don't miss any with the rest of today. Okay, so now that I've done that, can I just go through and do the final day again? Would that count? Or do I have to? I can't imagine. Well. I guess it's worth just holding it fast forward. Oh, and this is where we started stream. But because, you know, this is where we started stream, let's go ahead and skip all of this because we've seen this 3 hours ago. Is it? Oof. Wait, is this new? You really need to be more careful, new. Huh? Wait. Was that new? I don't believe that was new. Okay, let me... So... Would I be able to just... skip out of it because I've like quote unquote done it. I don't know if that counts. Does this count as our third playthrough? Oh, you know what? This the layout changes every time. That must be slightly randomly generated. Interesting. Wait. Oh, there's new stuff. How did they react to the drafts? Surprisingly, they liked it. Oh, so this must be it. Then the golden ending, because every time before there were it was a very lukewarm response. That's amazing. I know, right? I couldn't believe it either. They told me if their book sells well, they'll definitely sign me on for a second book. I'm so happy for you. Anyway, whatever happens with the book now, and then we go through. But this is definitely this is it. I'm so very happy. And then yes, I cry again because Bailey and Lua. We will go very quickly. Where should we start? Lua visits this place more often now that they live nearby. The last time they came, they were talking about catering and venues. I returned for his trips to Korea and brought gifts, some more special than others. He said he's considering moving back to Seattle if his agency allows it. Yako continues her work with the university. She's still working on small indie games. The difference is she's not alone now. Neil. The only news about their superhero breeding mission are the 2 postcards they sent me. Rachel's back at the recording studio, preparing her first solo album. She found a new manager, someone who made news as a legend coming back to the industry. Finally for her, she published her book, get published, and has some signing lessons, and an achievement. Turns out it was a massive success, so that even after 4th printing it might be adapted. She's working on a 2nd novel. Coffee talk. Man, what a beautiful game. I suspect there's still, well, oh, you know what? There is indeed. There's this bit. There's this bit here. So, she found out, huh? Clever as usual. In some timelines, yeah. But I have to ask you this. Why? Why what? Why do all this? Opening up the cafe, connecting people. I just like to make sure things go alright. Besides, yes, I also have to make sure that I will exist on Earth. Huh? That's one hell of an important task indeed. It is. Man. What a wild ride. And it's so many achievements. This was a beautiful game, truly. And everyone out there, if you can, buy Coffee Talk. It is such a beautiful game, man. And like I've been saying before, we're gonna do Valhalla next week. I think. I know I had a bit of a tight schedule for the past few weeks, but I'm gonna be that should clean up starting this week. So it'll be great. We're doing Valhalla because again, beautiful bartender related games, and I love it. It is very much the game. Yeah, man, I love every single one of these characters. Okay, so thank you everyone for coming by. I have another stream, bit of a whiplash from this one. It is entirely action-based. Me and my brother are big fans of Apex Legends, and there's going to be a big update tomorrow, so we're going to be playing that tomorrow, 9 p.m. Oh, I guess technically today. Today, where it is for me, 9 p.m. EDT. And it'll be really nice. Thank you everyone for coming by. From me to you, Lovelies, has been Monty Seelana, your favorite fairy scholar. Have yourself a good evening. Thank you for the fun stream. Have yourself a nice evening. And goodbye.